And we are recording. Well, I got two things. We got a super long-ass episode for you guys today. So on the way here, coming up Route 79 in Western Pennsylvania, no less. I saw a black mountain goat on the side of the road, eating grass, just on the side of the interstate.
Oh, sure, it was like a.
Was it Cletus' girlfriend
or something?
No, this was a goat. I saw the horns. It was like the horns that curled back.
Were you close to the safari?
No.
Oh.
Number two, I gave in to EA Sports, and I bought a console, and I have
Good.
College Football 25 on the way. So
What console?
the Xbox Series S, the cheap Xbox.
Oh, only the Series S?
Only
Oh,
Series S, yeah.
it's digital only. It doesn't
Yeah.
take discs.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, with what I'm gonna be doing, because the Series X is better graphics and whatever. I don't know. I'm just gonna be playing football games on it. So
How
I don't
much
really
is
care
it?
that much. Yeah, I got it for $330.
Oh, that's way cheaper than I
with
thought.
1 terabyte.
I thought they were all like $500.
No, even the refrigerator one is only $450.
Yeah,
Oh.
like $450.
That ain't bad at all.
Yeah.
No, it's not too bad.
But then
I mean, I'm not
GTA is
spending
going to be like
$450 on it.
$120 whenever it comes out.
Rob,
so.
you can buy them when you go to school and have entertainment.
Yeah, I
you
might
go.
have to.
Yeah, you won't have ladies. So.
Yeah, I bought my
Yeah.
own, so you could
Men's
always buy
State
your.
Baron.
Oh, dude, you need to definitely be going bar hopping. You're 21 now.
Yeah, but it's also Men's State Barons.
No. You have to go out to the bars. You have to hit
To find all
Men's
Oh, there are a
State.
lot
They
of.
call it men's because it's 66% males there.
What?
Yeah.
For why?
Because it's all like STEM, like engineering, math.
So 66% of the time, no, I'm not going to.
Well, that's all the small talk I got because we got a lot to get to today. You guys got anything else, Isaac?
I
Isaac
had-
shaved his head.
I only had one thing, but it's not.
I'm
really
trying to
important.
become a monk.
What is it?
Well, I was thinking the other day,
Trying to become a monk.
because I gotta take out my contacts every night.
Yeah.
If you had to guarantee one of your body parts wasn't going to have any problems in your whole life, what would you choose? Like
Heart.
You could choose
Back.
like eyes, heart, back, lungs, brain.
Eyes.
Back.
I would probably choose heart with Isaac because I feel like heart failure is like one of the leading causes of death.
It is. It's the
And-
number one.
And I already have the
Heart
eye
disease.
problems. Is honestly, it's not that bad.
I mean, what if you have the risk of going blind?
Well,
You go, like, that severe?
You never know.
Can,
Right.
can I have my current genetics and I get to pick one more thing that stays perfect?
Yeah.
Because I have good eyes, good ears. I mean, my knees are crap, but I just live with that.
One hell of a
Yeah.
body.
Stallion.
Would you like a hairline?
No, I don't care. Let me tell you, Cletus. I already know who I'm going home with every night. You think I give a rat's ass?
But
Well, you're
does she
bald
give a
anyways.
rat's ass?
She loves me for whatever, no
She'll
matter
probably
what.
feel them up. That honestly, it'd be,
Oh, she loves the
it's
feeling.
honestly fun to feel.
Yeah,
It's like
she-
velvet.
She loves feeling my hair.
If I were to want to shave my head, one of the leading causes would be to just sit there and pet myself.
Honestly, I know our carpet's in.
Yeah.
Shout out to Shipton's carpet.
Yeah.
Yeah. It not that you guys can ever really see it, but at least it smells like carpet up here. Our feet are
Aesthetically pleased.
aesthetically pleased.
And it's so homey now.
It's very homey, very cozy up here. The sound, not that our sound was terrible before, but maybe it's slightly better now.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Carpet definitely does help, probably.
For
Yeah.
sure, yeah. Doesn't smell like bat shit up here anymore. As much.
I'm so tired.
So are we gonna do our own intro, or are we just gonna cut to
Well,
it?
Cletus
Yeah,
is pinched
we'll
a
do our
nerve,
own
too.
intro.
Yeah, it feels better now that I
Cletus
did
is a
drywall.
mailman, and he has a very hard job, and he sustains injuries weekly.
And I did drywall right after.
Oh.
13-hour day, baby.
Oh, jeez.
Well, Cletus, you
Get
want to lay
deep in here.
you want to lay down the
What's the Olympic theme song?
Oh, the NBA.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I
It's
don't
an Olympic theme episode.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do the?
Yeah, I can. But
Alright,
do we need 3 people on this or
I don't care.
we can.
I don't remember how it goes.
I think we're going right now.
That was inspirational. Brought me to tears.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Hostile
All I
Sports
could think of
Podcast.
was Snoop Dogg.
Yeah. Today is Wednesday, August 14th, 2024, on Hand Episode 34. I'm joined by Isaac Renell, Kean Kropp, and Cleus Smith. Today's episode is going to start off with the latest around the league, lots of news to cover, followed by our predictions for the 2024 NFL season, being playoffs, Super Bowl, and season awards, a Summer Olympics event draft, hence the theme song that Kean just so patriotically played for us.
Thank
And
you,
we'll
thank you.
wrap it up, as always, with apparently heading straight into the latest around the league, starting off with the new contracts. Packers and quarterback Jordan Love have agreed to a 4-year, $220 million contract extension with $160.3 million guaranteed. And this extension ties Jordan Love with Joe Burrow and Trevor Lawrence as the highest paid players in NFL history on a per-year basis at $55 million a year. Isaac called this, saying he was going to get around $55 million. He was going to reset the market, in which he did.
Yeah. I'm not too mad about this, honestly, because they're not paying anyone on offense, and you have to spend the money somewhere, so you might just... At this point, you're just like, yeah, we have to spend it something.
It's not working spending it on the defense. So.
Yeah, it ain't
Yeah.
working. Yeah, you can't. We already have Jair Alexander, Preston
McKinney.
Smith, Rashawn Gary, McKinney, Kenny Clark. Like, literally, they spent all the money there. They have no one on offense they're paying. Everyone on the offense is on a rookie contract. Except for Jordan Love now.
Josh Jacobs.
No,
Yeah.
he's still on
Okay.
his rookie contract, isn't he? Or fifth-year option?
Yeah, no, because they restructured.
He was a free agent.
No, he had one more year left under contract.
Yeah.
And that's not. It wasn't. It was. They scrapped his rookie deal last year and gave him a 2-year, like $20 million extension. So it's still they're spreading it out and like it's very team friendly. I was looking at it, but Josh Jacobs isn't a rookie either, but it is team friendly as well. Like they can get out every year.
He has like 1 year guaranteed,
Yes.
basically.
Yes. And AJ Dillon's like a 1-year, $1 million deal. It's like nothing,
Yeah, it's they just brought him back for the fans.
pretty much. And no one else would sign him. They're like, yeah, well,
Yeah, I guess he's there.
we like you, kind of.
Dolphins and quarterback Tua Tagovailoa have agreed to a 4-year, $212.4 million contract extension with $167 guaranteed. He's now the 4th highest paid quarterback on a per-year basis, behind those top 3 that I just named, and Jared Goff at $53 million a year as well. So the Dolphins are now paying Tua and
Tyreek and
Jalen Waddle.
and Jalen Ramsey. Is he still there?
Yeah.
I think
Is Bradley Chubb still there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got a big contract too.
So they're paying 3 big offensive weapons. That means that it's got to come out of somewhere else.
Their window is like starting
Yeah.
to close, I think,
It's-
because Tyreek Hill's 31.
He's 30.
Like how many more years can he just run deep and burn people?
Probably 1 or 2, maybe.
And
And he just got 3 years, $90 million or something.
well,
So-
good for him.
Damn, yeah. This year, Tyreek is making $31.9 million. The next highest is Bradley Chubb at 15.8. Teron Armstead at 10.5.
It's actually not bad then.
Well, I mean,
for
that's this year.
Yeah.
For this year.
After this year,
I'm sure they
it starts to get
backloaded a lot of those contracts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like Jalen Waddle. Well,
Yeah.
is Jalen Waddle in his 5th year option? No, he's in his 4th year.
Yeah, this is his 4th year.
Yeah.
And-
They gave him an extension though, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Bears and wide receiver DJ Moore have agreed to a 4-year, $110 million contract extension with almost 83 guaranteed.
I don't hate this either because like the Bears aren't paying many people.
Yeah, I like this a lot. Especially, like, I feel like that's pretty cheap for, well, a guy that we have ranked as a top 10 wide receiver in the NFL. That's 4 years, 110 million. Was that 28? No. Third?
27 and a half.
Yeah, I'd say that's a steal compared to what other top wide receivers are going for now.
That's
Yeah,
not
definitely.
DJ Moore. He's not a diva. He don't talk.
That's a lot of guaranteed money, though.
Yeah, 82.6.
You don't have to pay
guaranteed.
Caleb Williams for 4 years at least.
Mhm.
I mean, you're not. There's like they ain't paying hardly anyone.
Well, you
Yeah.
need to get Keenan Allen's replacement after, like, this year.
They
so-
do. They have what's his face,
Roma Dunze.
the Dunze. You only need 2 receivers,
Nah.
or you just get 5 number 2s.
Ah!
Yeah. Dolphins and Tyreek Hill have agreed to a 3-year, $90 million contract extension with 59 guaranteed, as I previously said.
Yeah, this
Was
is
he going to be
interesting.
35?
No, well,
What?
after the end of this, no, he'll be like 34. He's
Keenan
30
Allen?
now.
No, Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, this is interesting because
Oh.
after Tyreek Hill's last contract, Tyreek Hill's contract was going to run out like after the end of this year, I want to say, and he
Yeah.
said that he was going to retire after that.
And become an adult star.
Yes, but now he got signed again, and well, I don't know how much adult stars make, but
They don't make 30 mil a year.
Yeah, so that's probably a smart move by Tyreek Hill. His financial advisor is probably like, "You dumbass, you'll always have a big cock, but you can't always play football."
Well, I think we're gonna talk about this later about the top 100. Are we talking about that later in the show?
Isn't Tyreek Hill married now?
He's number one.
No.
Yes, he is.
Yeah,
He
that-
is?
I think that's
Yeah,
why.
he is.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying about him being number 1,
Mhm.
and then he commented like Mahomes, like, "Oh, I'm better than Mahomes." You guys see that?
Oh, he is.
I didn't see comment.
Well, he was
jeez.
last year. Yeah.
He's better than Mahomes?
Yeah.
Mahomes got better after Tyreek left.
No. This was about 2024. That was like best players of 2023. Best players of 2023. Yeah, I'd say Tyreek Hill had a better season than Mahomes did.
Should have been offensive rookie of the year.
Yeah. Rookie?
Offensive
Player of
player.
the year.
Yes, he was a rookie.
I'm just saying, Tyreek's kind of bringing up old. He said something about Mahomes the other day, and I was just like, Tyreek, you're never going to win a game in January again. Like, your playoff hope, like, if you ever want to win another ring, you're done. I mean, you can get all the yards you want and all the money you want, but you're never going to win another ring.
Top 100's a joke anyways because they had Aaron Rodgers on it and he played 3 snaps. So.
Well, I thought that was pretty funny, honestly.
Yeah, his highlight video was him running out with the flag. American flag.
Buccaneers and left tackle Tristan Wirfs have agreed to a 5-year, $140.6 million contract extension with just under $82 million guaranteed.
That's a good signing.
Good for him.
$88 million guaranteed, my bad.
Yeah, well deserved for one of the best left tackles in the league. Young, too.
Yeah. Lions and left tackle Taylor Decker have agreed to a 3-year, $60 million contract extension with almost $32 guaranteed.
That's a much better signing.
That is cheap.
That is
he's
very
older,
cheap.
though.
He is. He's 30 or 28.
Yeah.
He's
Oh, I
between
didn't know
28
he
and
was that
30.
old.
They're
They're-
good till they're 50.
Tom
They're just
Brady
keeping
is.
Andrew Whitworth.
They're just keeping
That's
the gang
center.
around while
No.
the Lions are in that winning window.
Andrew
so.
Whitworth was left tackle.
Yeah.
Oh, it
Yeah.
was?
Yeah.
Oh.
He
Big
played till he
whip.
was like 38 or 39.
Yeah.
Big wit.
He was a
Seahawks signed center Connor Williams to a 1-year deal worth up to $6 million.
Yeah, that's a steal. All these analysts have been saying how Connor Williams is like one of the best centers in the league, and nobody was willing to sign him. So to get him for $6 million with a Seahawks team that has a rough offensive line right now, that's a steal. So good job by the Seahawks. Protecting Sam Howell. Possibly. But probably just protecting Geno Smith this year.
Chiefs and my guy, kicker Harrison Butker, have agreed to a 4-year, $25.6 million contract extension.
This is really sad, actually.
Because now he's stuck on the Chiefs.
No.
Yeah.
I like this
Because
a
the
lot.
Packers still don't have a kicker.
It always goes
Actually,
back
they have like 3.
Yeah, they do, and they all suck.
Yeah.
They're literally in a competition, and in practice, only like one of them can hit over a 50-yarder a day. It's Greg Joseph, Anderson Carlson, and then that rookie they drafted. And literally, I was reading all the reports. They're all struggling beyond 50 yards.
I thought Greg Joseph had a leg. Maybe it's not an accurate leg. I think he's got power, but maybe it's not accuracy.
Oh, speaking of power, do you guys see... Oh, it was some kicker. It might have been... I don't know who it was. He missed like a 63-yarder, and he had plenty of leg on it. The commentators were saying he's good from like 75.
Was it Jake Bates?
No. I forget what team it was on.
The wind helps.
Being in Denver helps, too.
I don't know. Kickers who have big legs.
I
like
did see
Greg
that somewhere,
Zuerlein.
though.
Yeah.
I saw that on
Because he missed it
Instagram.
and then hit like the top of the net from 63 yards. I was like, holy cow.
Who was it?
I forget. It's some skinny guy.
Remember what team? Oh, wait. Was it Saints? Blake Group?
Maybe. Nah. Could have been. I
Little
don't know.
guy?
I don't know. We don't know. We're giving you false
Is it not
information.
Will Reichert? Is Will Reichert not have a
Yeah,
big
he's a
leg?
kicker. He's from Alabama.
Yeah, I didn't know if he was a big leg or not.
I don't
'cause-
know.
I don't know. I know the Packers should have drafted him and then the kicker from Georgia. They should have drafted every kicker in every single round. And like one of these guys has to be able to kick. They should just call him Mason Crosby.
I like this back to Harrison Butker. I like this signing mainly for the NFL fan bases because every woman in America right now hates Harrison Butker. So send some of that hate to the Chiefs like the rest of
Yeah.
us hate them. So I like this a lot. Good job, Chiefs.
And they don't even
Getting
know
more
who to root
haters.
for anymore because he's on the team. Taylor Swift's on the
Oh,
team.
yeah.
I mean,
it's
they're
gonna
so
create
conflicted.
It's going to create a
the
civil
punt
war.
gods on the team.
They're going to be
All
so
the-
pissed whenever they win the game because of Harrison Butker's field goal.
Should have let Travis Kelsey kick it. Yeah. Or they're going to be like, he's only good at kicking balls because he kicks women or something like that.
They probably would say that, yeah.
Patriots and nose tackle Devon Godchaw have agreed to a 2-year, $21 million contract extension with $16.5 guaranteed.
That's where they're burning money.
Yeah.
Yeah, they phenomenal name first of all, Godchaw.
Yeah, I can't even get it out.
Gotcha.
But
Sometimes I put it in a god jaw.
that's what, like the double horseshoe. That's a Godchaw.
Yeah. Now you got to get the halo, you know? Yeah.
But this guy will be playing. He'll be starting on that terrible Patriots defensive line.
Cardinals and edge. Oh, first of all, that terrible Patriots defensive line got even worse because Matt Judon just got traded to
The Falcons.
the Falcons for a 3rd rounder.
Yeah.
That's very curious. Why are they selling their best player for a 3rd rounder? They should have waited until like middle of the year when teams are desperate to make a playoff push and need a edge rusher.
I think the Falcons were desperate right now.
Yeah, they're really desperate for D-line.
They just lost
They have
Braylon
what's-his-face?
Trice.
Grady Jarrett.
And they have someone else. Is
Rupert
Vic Beasley
Roro.
still playing?
No.
Yeah.
He's in the UFL.
He was a dog, though.
He was a first-round pick.
Grady
He was a
Jarrett,
bust.
that's who it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grady Jarrett. That's about it, honestly.
They have another edge, but he's washed up. I forget who he is.
Lorenzo
Cl-
Carter.
Calais
Yeah, that's
Campbell.
what I mean.
Lorenzo Carter.
Cardinals and edge Zaven Collins have agreed to a 2-year, $14 million contract extension with $11.25 guaranteed.
This guy's a bust of a first-round pick. He came in as an off-ball linebacker, and he's, like, huge. He's, like, 6'5", 250 or something, and then they're like, you probably be better at edge. So this will only be his second year playing edge, so they got him nice and cheap on a Cardinals defensive line that is also terrible. So
They have Chandler Jones.
I don't think Chandler Jones is definitely out of the league by now, right?
Oh, well. What about John Jones?
What about Buddha?
What about
They
Buddha?
have Buddha.
And
Buddha.
I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Browns and linebacker Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah have agreed to a 3-year, $39 million contract extension with $25 guaranteed. This guy's a stallion.
Isn't
He
this
is.
almost exactly like the Patrick Queen deal? Wasn't it like 3 years, $39 million?
Yeah.
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 Interesting.
They're
This-
very similar linebackers.
This guy and like Kyle Hamilton are like two of the best athletes on defense.
Yeah.
They're both crazy. Well,
Yeah.
and Micah Parsons, but
Yeah, Koromoa is kind of small for a linebacker, but he's quick. He zips around the field.
Micah
for
Parsons is overrated.
Sure. How dare you?
Saints and linebacker Pete Warner have agreed to a 3-year, $25.5 million contract extension with around $17 guaranteed.
This guy's another bust of a first-round pick, but he starts on the Saints because there's
Saints suck.
Because
Yeah,
they're
they
a
got-
bust.
Yeah, they got
They
Mario,
have
All their team is
Oh,
a bust.
Yep.
Who's the old guy they have really good? That's
Mario Davis.
Yeah, Mario
Yeah,
Davis.
this,
Yeah.
Is, this is the second linebacker who starts beside him.
They still have Tyrann Mathieu.
Yeah, they have Honey Badger.
Honey Badger, yeah.
The original Cardinal.
They're just taking all the old guys here.
Yeah.
That's why they have Derek Carr.
Seahawks and safety Julian Love have agreed to a 3-year, $33 million contract extension with just over $13 guaranteed.
I like Julian Love a lot.
He's actually good.
Yeah.
He's really good. Yeah, so to get him $11 million a year, I'd say that's a really good deal.
Patriots and safety Jabril Peppers agreed to 3-year, $24 million with just under 12 guaranteed.
Carson, you used to love this man.
I did used to love this guy.
He went to Michigan, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
He was like a
he was
utility.
he was a stud.
I loved him
He
because
was
he
on-
returned
well, on
kicks.
the
Yeah.
Panthers.
He was a top 10 pick, I think.
I know he was in
So-
New
He was in the
York,
first
but
round.
was he on the Panthers
He started
too?
in Cleveland.
He was on the.
Patriots is it?
I thought he was.
I know he was on the Giants.
Oh, yeah.
I thought he started in Cleveland, was traded to the Giants for OBJ in the OBJ deal.
I thought he started in on the Panthers.
Is anyone searching this?
I'm looking. He played for the Browns. He was
Yeah.
drafted by the Browns.
That's
went
right.
to the Giants. Now on the Patriots. He was drafted 25th overall, 2017.
Yeah, and he was in that OBJ trade.
How high was Minka drafted? Just for like for.
He was in the first round, too. He's like
Yeah.
11th, I think.
I was just wondering like how high safeties can actually go. Because I feel like
Well-
safeties don't go very high.
Yeah, and he came in as like a hybrid type.
Yeah.
Because he's built like a running back. He's 5'11",
Honey Badger went
217.
pretty high, too.
Yeah. Minka was drafted
11.
in the first round. I don't think so. I think it was later than that. He's drafted 11th. Wow.
I knew that. I was like,
Wow. Very nice. You know what year?
20. Let me
Yes,
think about
you're
it.
right.
He's good. He's
Yeah,
on it.
you're on
He's
it.
on it.
Was it 17?
18.
Oh. How high did who did we say?
Honey Badger?
Yeah. How high? What,
He's in the top
He was
10, I think.
24th.
No. There you go.
Did
It's
you look
24th.
it up?
No, I haven't looked it up. I'm guessing.
He's in
no,
top
he was
10.
69th overall.
Wow.
Oh.
He's a third rounder.
Didn't see that one coming.
LSU.
Yeah.
Well, he's also small at 5'9", 190, so that probably made him fall.
He's
He-
about the same size as Buda Baker.
And
You.
you.
Bakers might be small.
Yeah, Buda Baker's definitely smaller.
Yeah.
I'm not 190.
Yeah.
But I am 5'6".
Yeah, that's true.
Texans.
No,
Titans
Titans,
signed
yeah.
safety Quandre Diggs to 1 year, $3 million.
Yeah, a whole lot of safeties that we're about to talk about came off. That because there were a bunch of old safeties that were cut by their teams, but still have some talent that were signed by these teams. But yeah, Titans got one of them, and
Bills got safety Kareem Jackson for just under $1 million for 1 year, who used to be a star and not anymore. And then the Niners got Tracy Walker at safety for around $1 million for 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
And then onto the UFL, the Jets signed 2024 UFL MVP quarterback Adrian Martinez to 2 years, just under $2 million deal.
Yeah,
that is
baby.
extremely cheap for a chance on a quarterback.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it'll be a.
Is that the minimum? No. It's
No.
a little above the minimum.
Yeah, that should be like 800.
I thought the minimum was still
Something.
$750.
No, I think it's
Inflation.
850.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's close to it.
Chargers signed 2024 UFL passing yards and passing touchdowns leader Luis Perez to a 1-year deal.
That guy could be in the PBA,
Yeah.
in the professional bowling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
49ers signed running back Matt Breida.
They brought him back. He was actually good on the 49ers, and then he went to the Giants and sucked, and now he's back, baby.
Falcons signed wide receiver Jakeem Grant to a 1-year deal, who I may be talking about later.
And
James Washington,
Yes.
the farmer,
Mr.
former
Nodak.
Steeler, to 1 year, just over $1 million deal. And then Commanders signed former Steeler wide receiver Martavis Bryant to 1 year, just over $1 million deal again.
he smokes weed.
He had a 5-year suspension for that weed.
All these guys we're just talking about where their careers are ending.
That's great.
So then Russell Gage's career is ending in Baltimore,
Yeah.
You know where it started?
Atlanta.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
That was a
Yes.
layup, Cletus.
Yeah.
Jakeem-
Now, on to the injury updates. Vikings rookie quarterback J.J. McCarthy suffered a torn meniscus in his knee and will miss the entire 2024 season.
I
I'm
don't
sorry to everyone that had their draft early and may or may not have drafted J.J. McCarthy.
Isaac.
That's him. He did that.
I'm the victim of elderly abuse.
I was already I already had in my head that Sam Darnold was starting the whole year. Because they were
He ain't staying healthy.
well, I mean, he was the QB1.
Doesn't matter now.
Because
That's why I have Nick Mullins now, baby.
reports out of camp were saying that J.J. McCarthy was in a tough battle for the QB2 job with Nick Mullins, and Sam already had the one spot locked down.
No, my objective was to get. Well, first of all, I got J.J. McCarthy like 14th or 15th round, and a 14-team league, 18
Superflex.
rounds
Superflex.
with a super flex. And my objective was Sam Darnold is guaranteed injury, and so is Nick Mullins.
Well, now J.J. McCarthy is guaranteed injury.
So basically, Minnesota quarterbacks are guaranteed to get hurt.
They'll be bringing back Josh Dobbs.
Kirk. They're bringing Kirk
Oh,
back.
shoot.
They need to bring back
So
Josh
they can
Dobbs.
so they can start
They need
Michael
Brett,
Penis.
They need Brett Favre back.
I didn't hear anything about like how or when this happened.
I just saw, like, hey, J.J.
He was
McCarthy.
probably jumping on his trampoline with his
I
girlfriend.
think it was
Yeah,
during
I
the
don't
preseason game. He just played through it because it was like not completely torn.
It's like, man, it's just my knee.
Because they were saying that before they went in and did surgery, it could have either been 4 weeks or the whole year, depending on if it was like partially torn or fully torn.
Yeah.
Because they didn't really know because he was still able to work.
I feel like from what we scouted from J.J. McCarthy, watching him on film, I feel like this, not that it's good that he got hurt, but it's good that he has to sit now. Not that he's going to learn a whole lot from Sam Darnold, but he needs to at least learn something because
Learn how
in
to
my
pass
opinion-
the damn ball.
Learn how to pass the damn ball.
Because in my opinion, he was not ready for the NFL.
Carson, did you like Drake May more or J.J. McCarthy as an NFL pro?
I think J.J. McCarthy.
You're such a hater.
McCarthy has such a better system around him.
Well, yeah.
Like,
But as far
Drake
as, like-
May is not getting a second contract.
Well,
Yeah,
as
but,
a
like, the
player, though.
players individually.
It's
Yeah,
hard. It's
we-
hard to determine what an individual player is.
Yeah,
though.
we ranked them before they got drafted.
I did
I'll look
McCarthy.
here.
It is hard to grade someone individually without factoring in what their environment they're in.
I had J.J. McCarthy as the QB7 coming out of this year. I had him behind.
Michael Pratt ahead of him.
No, I had Jordan
Oh.
Travis ahead.
Yeah, I had J.J. McCarthy at 5 and Drake May at 7.
Yeah.
Or J.J. McCarthy at 6, Drake May at 7.
Right behind Joe Milton.
I should have had Joe Milton before, but Joe Milton was at 8.
Oh, who was at 6 for you then?
J.J. McCarthy, Drake May 7, Milton 8, Penix 5, Nix 4.
Well,
Wait,
I appreciate.
No.
Yeah, you.
J.J. McCarthy 5. Yeah.
There you go.
I was looking at the row and not the number.
Yeah, okay.
Anyways,
That makes
Dumb.
more sense.
dumb.
Yeah.
Panthers rookie running back Jonathan Brooks, who tore his ACL in November, will not play during the preseason and could start the season on the PUP list, Coach Dave Canales said. And then Brooks could make his Panthers debut around week 3 or 4. So
Yeah.
until then, I think it's Chubba Hubbard.
It is Chubba Hubbard time. Everybody's popping
Don't
a
they
Chubb.
have 5 more running backs back
They
there?
have a
Oh, that's
whole
right.
They got
pile of
Miles
shit.
Sanders.
I
Yeah, that's
forgot
right. They're
about
just
that.
bringing in all this shit.
I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
it's going to be a 5-way split for the
Yeah.
backfield.
Hey,
Yeah.
I
They're
like
going to have
Miles
a
Sanders
first down
lot.
back, a second down back, a third down back, and a fourth down
Yeah,
back.
who else is there? Miles Sanders, Chubba
Chubba.
Hubbard.
Jonathan Stewart, D'Angelo Williams.
Yeah.
Well, I guess. Oh, Dylan Johnson's there now.
Ah,
Raheem Blackshear, Mike
Mm.
Boone,
Dylan Brooks.
Dylan Brooks.
Huh.
Dylan Brooks?
Is he still on the
Jonathan
Grizzlies?
No, he's on the Rockets.
Oh.
Yes, he's on the Rockets.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't even watch NBA.
Giants rookie running back Tyrone Tracy Jr. went down untouched on a kickoff return in practice, carted off with an air cast, and he only ended up with suffering a low ankle sprain when it could have been an injury much worse.
He's on Team Canada. My bad.
What a crybaby.
No, yeah, it looked really bad because it was non-contact. So,
But yeah,
Was it on turf?
I don't know what the Giants practiced.
probably.
Maybe it was on MetLife.
If it's on
I doubt-
MetLife, if it's on MetLife, then that makes way too much sense.
I doubt they practice on
No,
MetLife.
there's no way.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tyron Tracy, I guess, will be back in a few weeks. But
Browns running back Deontay Foreman was immobilized after suffering a, quote, direct blow to the head that resulted in neck pain before getting transported to a hospital to undergo further evaluation. X-rays and CT scans for Foreman came back negative, and he's now back with the team with no timetable for his return to play.
Right.
This is good news.
He had a pinched nerve.
Probably did.
Yep.
Neck injuries are always scary.
yeah, they are.
I'm surprised, I didn't even really hear about this until, a week after it happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, I didn't know this
He's
happened.
older, isn't he? I've heard his name for a while.
Well, 26, I'd say.
He's only 26.
No,
He's probably
I bet he's
28.
29.
I bet he's only 26.
Here we go, Deontay Foreman.
I feel like he was just a rookie, 4 years ago.
He is 28. Damn
Boom.
it.
Falcons wide receiver Rondell Moore will miss the entire 2024 season after suffering an unspecified knee injury in practice last week.
Carson, it's your guy.
Yeah, I liked him because I had to. Greg Dortch is better.
Yeah, but you bet on him too. Made a little bit of money.
Yeah, he could have been good, but Cardinals don't really like him. They didn't like him.
Yeah.
Beg Maserati Marv.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is brutal for the Falcons, and
Well, basically for the Falcons because considering who they have to replace him with. I'll talk about it later, and it sounds like Carson will too.
The Falcons got dogs.
They're gonna have to run the ball more now.
No, they got dogs.
Titans wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins is expected to miss 4 weeks due to a knee injury he sustained in practice. But
yeah,
Calvin Ridley's there, so
Oh,
As long as he
gosh.
doesn't bet on himself.
yeah.
Traylon Burks
He's
and
an
Tyler
idiot.
Boyd.
Treylon Burks is trying to make a roster spot.
Yeah, he
He's
is.
the wide receiver 4, maybe 5.
Yep. That's why I dropped him in the Dynasty League.
He's a bum.
Nice.
He's worse than Cletus.
I drafted Tyler Boyd. Hey, this is good news.
Oh, gosh. Chiefs head coach Andy Reid said wide receiver Hollywood Brown suffered a sternoclavicular joint
Yeah,
dislocation.
little
on the-
medical term.
on
It's between your sternum and your clavicle. Your clavicle is your collarbone.
Ah.
Here, let's show some shoulder for the people.
Oh.
It's right there.
Hey, that's what happened to me whenever the General McClain kid jumped on me while I was laying down. Who?
That's like the same thing that happened to him. He got landed on by the corner when
That's
he went to the ground.
exactly what happened.
Who?
It hurts.
It was like on the first pass play of the game.
No,
too.
Yeah.
who's this happened to?
The Hollywood Brown.
No, who the ass?
Well, the sheet says
Thanks for bleeping yourself.
Yeah.
Let's save some editing for the key in.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it was on the first passing play of preseason week 1, and he's expected to be out 4 to 6 weeks. Same injury that Tyreek Hill had in 2019. He missed 4 games.
Good they have Sky Moore there, who's
Yeah.
also battling for a roster spot.
And Justin Watson. And who's that? Slippery Art.
Kadarius Toney.
Kyle Sheets.
Kyle Sheets.
And Kadarius Toney.
Kadarius
Kadarius
Toney.
Toney. Ah, what could have been.
I drafted him. Did you see that?
I did see
The
that.
last pick, I was like, we'll just throw a
Please.
flyer at this.
Cletus drafted Chase Claypool.
I wasn't even in the room.
I didn't put this on the doc because it's irrelevant, but Chase Claypool went on IR, and he's probably going to get cut.
Yeah,
Sweet! Now what a pick!
he's out for the season. Colts
I
wide,
didn't even pick him.
nope. Colts wide receiver Josh Downs suffered a high ankle sprain in practice, and his week 1 status is now up in the air. So the door may be open now for
Alec Pierce and Adonai Mitchell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that like Pierce.
Steelers rookie wide receiver Roman Wilson suffered an ankle sprain, but is expected to be ready for the start of the regular season.
Yeah, but I don't know how much practice time he's going to get before then
Yeah, it's not good.
because he has it.
And,
It's
and he'll probably be wide receiver 4 behind Calvin Austin,
Oh,
Brandon Ayuk, George Pickens.
Oh gosh.
yeah, we'll see.
You really took that long to say George Pickens, who is currently the #1 receiver in Pittsburgh.
Well, he's about to be number 2, so I'm already forgetting about him.
It's not good anytime a rookie has to miss a lot of practice time.
I think it's a good idea to trade for Ayuk.
Well, it's probably only going to be like a second and a third round.
You
We'll
gotta
get to
pay
it
him.
later.
I think
I bet you it's
Are
going
we
to
going
be.
to do it later?
Yeah, we'll talk
Okay.
about Ayuk later. We got a whole timeline laid out.
All right.
That's good.
49ers head coach Kyle Shanahan said Tuesday that first-round rookie wide receiver Ricky Pearsall re-aggravated his injury that forced him to begin training camp on the active non-football injury list.
Yeah, also not good.
That sucks for me and him.
I don't like the 49ers. We're good.
Cool. I hate the 49ers, but I like players that are on the team.
Yeah.
I hope California just drifts away.
Colts edge Samson Ebukam suffered a torn Achilles in practice and will miss the entire 2024 season.
It is Latu time, baby.
Yep. Falcons rookie edge Brendan Trice suffered a torn ACL in his first preseason game and will miss the entire 2024 season as well.
Yeah, he was one of the only pass rushers who was going to be even slightly effective for the Falcons.
So that's why the Falcons went and traded for Matt Judon.
Very good.
It's weird how many people are getting injured so quickly, like into the
This
year.
happens every year.
It's just because they're lazy, sitting on the couch all the time, not used to stressing their bodies, and then bam, you get hit by something or somebody, and
Yeah, but like even the rookies that are getting injured, they've been working out the entire summer between the combine.
Nah,
and
they've been going to Nash Vegas and getting lit.
Usually it's
With you on your Amish boogie.
Usually it's hamstrings in preseason. I feel like.
Yeah.
I feel like
well,
it's
that's
all
that's
hamstrings.
lack of stretching. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hamstrings and calves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lions corner Emmanuel Mosley suffered a torn pec in practice and is out indefinitely.
Yeah, this poor guy, he's been injured probably the past 3 seasons. He was going to be their cornerback 1 like 2 years ago, and it never came to fruition, and now they replaced him with rookies. So,
You mean torn pec,
yeah, torn back.
What'd I say?
hamstring?
Yeah, he said pec.
Well,
I think you read the thing under
He
it.
said pec.
torn hamstring.
I said pec.
He
Yeah.
said torn pec.
He
Because I
tore
was
his
sitting there,
titty?
I was like, I was sitting there
Yeah.
thinking, I was like, how do you tear a pec?
Well, you know who suffered
Well,
a
it
torn
goes in.
hamstring?
What? Oh, Lions kicker Michael Badgley suffered a torn hamstring before the start of a practice and will miss the entire
Ha ha,
season.
Lions.
That
You
is-
have to deal with kicker problems now.
That is most
No.
certainly because of not
No.
stretching.
Who do they
Lions,
have?
Jake Bates, baby. I want to get a Jake Bates jersey.
Why?
Because Jake Bates, came from the UFL. He's the guy who kicked that like 64-yard game winner.
I swear, if the Lions lose a kicker and fix it in like a month before the Packers for
No,
the
it's already
past
fixed.
5 years can't fix their kicking problem, I'm going to go. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Not only
Go
is their
to a
problem,
Green Bay game.
not only is their problem fixed, their problem is actually
Better.
Probably-
resolved better. Yeah.
Yeah.
They upgraded from an injury.
The Packers wish they could have Jake Bates.
Yeah.
They went from regular skin to callus. They're tough now.
Jake Bates' hamstrings are probably calloused.
He probably stretches actually.
Probably does. Yeah.
Probably not, because before he played in UFL, he was what?
Well,
doing.
Played soccer.
I thought he was like working at car.
and the
dealership or
UFL
something.
plays after the NFL season, so he's still loose.
Yeah, he was. He just. Yeah.
Jake Bates is the guy who played, I think, at Oklahoma, but he never kicked a single field goal. He was only their kickoff specialist.
Yeah, I thought he graduated and then got a job and then went to the UFL.
Oh, yeah, he probably did do that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he was like a car salesman or
Yeah.
something.
I love Jake Bates. I might want his jersey.
It's number
Patri-
43.
Oh,
What a
with
shitty
Lawler.
number.
2 times.
What a shitty number.
Patriots defensive tackle Christian Barmore, who was being treated for blood clots a couple weeks ago, is not currently in the hospital, is in good spirits, head coach Gerard Mayo told reporters, and there is no timetable for his return.
Isn't it? Don't blood clots usually happen whenever you have like a terrible diet?
Or it can happen, like,
If you just had surgery and you've been laying in bed too long, your blood clots up.
Yeah.
It's,
How about if you're
Scary.
What about if you haven't just had surgery and you're just being lazy laying in bed? Is that
Gerard Mayo is
I
one of
mean-
the dumbest coaches to ever walk the planet.
how is this Gerard Mayo's fault?
He's just an idiot. I can't wait to watch
I didn't like the signing to begin with, so I'm not gonna say
Yeah.
no to that.
they did just pay Christian Barmore like $84 million or something.
You know what's awesome? We need to sit back here and think about this.
Okay.
So everyone sit back and sit
Let's
down.
think about
okay?
this.
Remember back in the day when we were in elementary and middle school and high school, and there was all these Patriots fans in the world like, we're so good. Where are they at now? Where are you at now? You suck. And Gerard Mayo's dog poop. And Bill Belichick's dog poop. And your whole organization is dog shit.
Got a
well,
point here. It's gonna be the same thing with the Chiefs in 15
Yes.
yeah. Well,
Get well soon, Christian Barmore. That's nothing against you.
I'm just saying. Where are all the bandwagoners at now?
That's
When
true.
the Chiefs get crappy in 15 years, where are you at now?
Yeah.
Good point.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Am I alone?
No,
Let's
I
talk about
agree
this.
with you because like when I was working at Pharma too, so I drive past blah blah, and then after the Bucks won the Super Bowl,
Yep.
someone started hanging
Yep,
a Bucks
I saw
flag
that.
on their porch.
Yeah,
Wild.
that's what I'm
Where's
saying.
that Bucks flag at now?
Yeah.
All right, on to suspensions and cuts. The NFL confirmed that the Lions and Giants organizations have each been fined $200,000 for multiple fights that broke out at the joint practices between the clubs last week.
Yeah, this was really funny. There were like 10 fights over the span of 2 days.
They had to keep stopping their scrimmages. It was really funny.
See what Gerard Mayo said about fights?
Oh, yeah.
Probably something stupid.
Actually, I didn't hate it. He said that if you fight during a joint practice, if you're a starter, then you have to play the whole preseason game.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a backup, then you don't get to play any of the preseason game.
Oh,
that's
I
good.
like that.
Yeah.
Hold on.
You mean to tell me that guy did something smart?
I kind of...
Hold on.
Whether he would
Depends on
actually
the
do it.
Listen.
I like the fight because like Daniel Jones was one of the ones who started one of the fights.
No,
I
no.
like that.
I love this because he's the Patriots coach, and the Patriots have no stars, so he could be dead serious.
yeah.
If one of the start,
Yeah.
there's no starter that you can't have play the whole preseason.
They have
so
to
there's no
find
one
a
good.
Tom Brady.
Nobody's job is safe.
Exactly.
You got to find
Well,
Tom Brady somewhere.
My counter argument to that is if I'm trying to make a roster spot, I'm going to try to make an impression. I'm going to go balls to the wall the whole time. And I get really fired up and pissed off when I'm playing a sport. So I'd be one of the ones try starting a fight.
I feel like this just kind of goes with the Patriots' way they've been, even whenever they were with Belichick, just discipline.
Yeah, I'd say. Yeah. Texans' new defensive end, Danico Autry, not to be confused with
D'Amico Ryans.
the singer.
Daughtry.
What? Yeah.
Daughtry.
What's his name?
D'Amico something or Autry something?
Danico Autry. Then there's the singer, the old singer. Whatever.
Adele?
Oh, Darius Rucker.
No, he's been suspended 6 games for violating the league's policy on performance-enhancing substances.
Look it up because I'm confused.
I think I
That's
heard
the
that
name.
somewhere before.
It's like, I think his last name is actually Autry.
Are you sure it's not just?
Oh, Drake?
Dawson?
What?
Drake's name is like super.
No, it's like
no,
an
his first
old
name's Aubrey.
Gene Autry.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Yeah, I did know that.
Gene Autry.
I'll say that
Never
is an
heard that
Autry.
guy. Never heard
Yeah,
that guy.
Danico Autry, Gene Autry, same thing.
What did I say? Daughtry?
Yeah, see, I'm close.
I've never.
Gene!
What's Drake's
Aubrey
name?
Drake.
Graham. Aubrey Dick Graham.
I was so close.
Aubrey.
The 49ers released tight end Logan Thomas. That's whatever.
That was a trivia question last year.
I had to drop him for my dynasty team.
Like,
Yeah,
guess that player.
name that player, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, Logan? I got it right.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
he's a ginger from Washington or something.
No, John Bates.
Rosy cheeks.
Yeah, but he was the backup Logan Thomas.
Yeah, right.
Commanders released wide receiver Dax Milne. He is relevant because he's former longtime friend, roommate, and number one receiver for Zach Wilson at BYU. And he began dating Abby Guile in 2022,
There you go.
2022, shortly after Zach Wilson and her broke up. And Zach and Abby had been dating since high school. Abby said the reason her and Zach broke up was because Zach, this is a legendary quote and how he got his famousness, was sleeping with his mom's best friend. He loves MILFs. MILFs love him. Zach proposed to his new girlfriend on June 30th. Dax then proposed to Abby on July 8th.
Is his new girlfriend the best friend's, the mom's best friend?
I wouldn't doubt it. I would not doubt it.
I don't know.
Uh,
she looked pretty young.
Rule 1 when dating, fellows. Avoid every girl named Abby. They're all crazy. Ask Luke Scott. He'll punch a water
I can't
fountain
think of a
over
way
it.
that isn't true.
I only know a few. And they're all crazy.
I know quite a few.
Are
Honestly,
they crazy?
all the ones I know, I would say...
It's a fair assumption.
Yeah, I know. Listen, if you get Luke Scott to punch a water fountain over you might be...
I love that water fountain. There's a good sized fist dent.
Shout out
I
to
think
Luke
that was
Scott.
during basketball practice.
It was.
Nice.
Because he shaved his beard for her, remember?
That's right.
Abby's, man.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just a funny story.
And then she went out on a date with someone else.
Way to go, Dax. What a playa.
And then finally, ex-MLB player Patrick Mahomes Sr. faces his third WDI charge.
DWI.
What I say?
WDI.
Yeah,
Oh,
like Warren
Warren
Diesel
Diesel
injection.
Are you?
Are you
Are
Roy?
you drunk?
Are you Roy?
I'm facing my fourth DWI.
I'm proud of him. Let's go for 4.
Quiz, is he your favorite Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah, it's not even close. I mean,
Okay,
he played baseball, and I don't give a shit about that sport.
Hey, let's talk, please. Have everyone related to Mahomes or affiliated with Mahomes? Is he your favorite one?
I can't think of anyone who I wouldn't like more. Or would like more.
What about, like... No, you know. So, yeah.
I mean, who else is there to like?
You don't like Jackson? Jaron
Hate him.
Duran?
Who?
What?
Jared, we all like him.
What?
Take that
We
hood.
talked about it before the episode, Cleus.
Boston.
I must
How-
want to check
how
it.
does-
Oh,
how does Jaren
yeah,
Duran
yeah, I
and Jackson Mahomes relate? Okay. Now, finally, on to the last section of news: retirements and honors. Running back Rashad Penny announced his retirement from the NFL after only 6 seasons.
He was good for a year.
Yeah, he could
Yeah,
have
he
been
was.
good, but
That's
he
'cause
loves to be injured. So
Those other 5 seasons, he was injured, probably.
Yeah.
He was a first-round pick too.
Was he on the
So is Tavon
Seahawks?
Austin.
He,
Was he on the Seahawks?
has also announced his retirement after 9 seasons. He was a West Virginia legend.
Yep. He runs fast. He was drafted by the Rams, I believe. Top 10.
Yeah.
I think he was 9th.
Yeah, there's some 30-year...
He's
Probably
either
about,
9 or 11, yeah.
probably about like 30-year-old men now who watch Tavon Austin highlights from college to get
Oh,
hard.
yeah. Yeah, his
Before they have
highlights,
sex, they
college
probably
highlights
watch
were the best.
Yeah.
Linebacker A.J. Klein has announced his retirement from the NFL after 11 seasons.
Yeah, this guy legendarily came back last year for the Bills in the playoffs and was their
Green dot.
Yeah.
Their guy,
Yep.
after not being there all season.
Yeah.
Wait, who was it? AJ Klein?
Klein, yeah.
Yeah, he's a stallion.
Cornerback Garyon Conley, a 2017 first-round pick of the Raiders, notified the Cowboys that he would also be retiring.
Tavon Austin was drafted 8th overall. So I went off. I'm on fire today, though.
He was if he would be drafted into the NFL now, he'd be a stallion. Tavon Austin.
Yeah.
Because now they actually know how to use players like him.
Yeah.
They can just.
Yeah.
But Garyon Conley, another bust of a first-round pick by the Raiders. Good job, John.
Yeah,
Gruden.
what's news? There's so many of them.
Yep.
Steelers announced former running back Willie Parker, defensive tackle Casey Hampton, linebacker Jason Gilden, and defensive coordinator Dick LeBeau, whose signature is on that hat,
It's right there.
will be inducted in the club's Hall of Honor in 2024.
Well earned.
His name's Dick.
Good
Well
one.
earned. Those guys were good.
Yeah.
Casey Hampton looked like what are those?
A sumo wrestler.
Yes,
Ah.
that's exactly what he looked like.
Yes.
His
Because I'm
dad.
going to be a monk. Or related. Sumo wrestlers and monks. That or I'm going to be a villager from Minecraft.
Oh. Cowboys have made a hit. Then they'll try to rip you off
Yeah.
by dealing with terrible deals.
Like
Yeah.
Cletus.
Yeah.
It's like 2 pieces of coal for an emerald or whatever.
No, that's a good deal. What they would do is
All right,
like 46
Luke,
pieces is coal for.
No, I mean they require you to give.
Oh,
an
yeah,
emerald.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Cowboys have made history this week, achieving the milestone of becoming the first sports franchise to exceed a valuation of $10 billion.
Too bad they're going to win 5 games this year.
Oh, that's a
no.
hot take.
Oh.
That's
No.
a hot take.
Broncos in the regular season. You gotta remember that. Or not Broncos. Cowboys in the regular season.
At
are
home.
A different breed.
They've been 12-5 the past 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They're a different
12-5.
breed in the regular season.
At home.
Do you guys realize if CD holds out and he doesn't show up,
They got Turd Ferguson.
who are they going to, how are they going to move the chains?
Turd.
Do you-
33-year-old Brandon Cooks.
Do you have CD?
Yeah, Brandon Cooks or Zeke.
Micah Parsons at running back.
Do I have what?
Do you have CD in the rumors?
About him, about his holdout?
Yeah.
What do you want to say?
Well, I was just gonna talk about it now or later.
Now.
See,
Nah.
Yeah, I don't really have anything in
All
here
right.
about
Well,
him.
I saw right before I got here that the owner. I don't know if it was the owner.
This.
Yeah, okay, go
He
ahead.
said, if we're paying CeeDee Lamb the kind of money that he wants, then we need to use him even more, and we need to give him 12 to 15 targets a game.
I did put that on here. Yeah.
That means
did?
he'll
That's
get.
crazy, yeah.
That means
Oh.
he'll get 5 catches a game.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
Dak can't throw.
That's like a guy who sounds like a guy who doesn't really know a whole lot about football. He's strictly the money man. He's like,
Yeah.
if we're gonna be paying him this, like, damn, we need to get some production out of him.
Even if CD doesn't, like, if he reports, like, for week 1, he's going to pull a hamstring or do something because,
He hasn't been playing.
yeah. And, like, you see this every year. If anyone holds out, that first week, they pull something unless they're on a snaps limit.
Josh Jacobs was terrible last
Yep.
year because he was probably fat.
Too
Yep.
bad to the people that drafted him first round.
That's why I'm worried
Was that you,
about-
Carson?
No.
Who
I
was it?
took Tyreek over him at number 2 overall.
That's why I'm worried about Jamar Chase, too, because that's probably in the rumors, too. But
I don't think he's been holding out.
yeah, he has.
Has he?
He didn't even show up to practice today or yesterday.
I trust Chase a lot more than CD Lamb.
Yeah.
He's been in street clothes, and then he didn't show up to practice finally.
Well, Jamar
Who are
Chase,
the Bengals even paying?
Joe
Joe
Burrow.
Burrow, and that's probably the end of the
Orlando
list.
Brown. Orlando Brown.
Yeah.
That one linebacker,
Um,
the white linebacker.
Logan Wilson.
They
Yeah,
played a
everybody-
defensive lineman. Is it Reader? No.
Mike Hilton.
Trey Hendrickson?
Hendrickson. they
Hendrickson.
played.
Yeah. Brandon Hendrickson.
Who's that other white guy?
Sam Hubbard.
Sam Hubbard.
Don't they overpay their punter?
Oh,
There's no such thing as, like, killing your...
Presley Harvin is the 49ers backup punter.
Bam!
Bang! He's
saw
back,
that.
baby.
I saw him in the preseason laying down some 35-yard punts.
Hell yeah.
He's gonna get himself a Super Bowl ring.
He's back, baby.
The Bengals have 7 guys over $10 million that they're paying this year. Burrow, Higgins, Hendrickson, Orlando Brown, Sheldon Rankins, a defensive tackle.
Defensive tackle, yeah.
B.J. Hill, another defensive tackle, and Sam Hubbard.
Interesting. They're spending all on the defensive line there.
Yeah.
3 of them are, I think,
That's
defensive
not
line.
even that good of a
No,
defensive
they're
line.
very.
Geno Stone.
They're like as
very
mediocre as
They
you
used to
can
have
get.
Geno Atkins.
Yeah.
Remember him?
That was a long
no
time.
way. Geno Atkins
He's
got to
gone.
be like 30
No,
now.
I
He-
said they
he
used
said
to.
They used to.
Because
yeah,
he
okay.
said something about Gene. I said,
Yeah.
oh, Geno.
That was a long time ago.
But anyways, back to the Cowboys. They're worth $10 billion, but they're going to win 5 games this year.
5 games.
That's a hot take. I don't know if I can go that low. I
So
bet
you-
they're 500.
So you
At least
smashing
close
the
to it.
under on their win total?
Oh, yeah.
Unless you have it on download.
You
I don't know.
put you
Yeah,
putting
I
a
don't
I
hundred on?
haven't downloaded.
I don't know what it is.
Their window is probably, I think, 11.5. 10.5 or 11.5.
It is
Go
9.5.
Isaac.
It's 9.5.
I believe that.
I'm pretty damn sure it's 9.5.
Yeah,
I'm going to
makes
fact
sense.
check. You see the Cowboys win total on
That feels
FanDuel.
right.
I think it's 10.5.
I'm pretty sure it's 9.5.
I don't know.
Now that you say that, it might be 10.5.
Somebody find it. Somebody find it.
I'm working on it.
What if they get exactly 9 with the ties?
No, I'm still convinced it's 9.5.
No, they always make it a half because you can't win a half a
Oh
game.
yeah, you're right.
Dumbass.
Huh. All right, let's move on to the AFC playoff predictions. So each member of the panel will name and discuss their AFC predictions for the winners of each division and the 3 wildcard spots. Cletus, since you don't have a list, would you like to go first?
I have one. I wrote it up.
He did.
Cletus has a list.
Cooked it up.
We'll get started with probably the most outlandish.
Number 1,
Oh.
the Bengals.
Number 1 seed.
Okay.
Any reason?
Yeah. Well, Joe Burrow's that guy, and I think he's going to be healthy this year. I don't really need to say much else.
Okay.
Okay.
They will be hurting, though, because they don't have Tyler Boyd anymore. But number 2, the Jets.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers is that guy.
Okay.
Number 3, the Chiefs. There's no one else in their division.
Okay.
Yeah, facts.
They only have to get like 9 wins, and they can have the number 1 seed. It doesn't really matter. Number 4, the Texans. I think the Chiefs and Texans are interchangeable there, but yeah, it's pretty obvious that the Texans are going to win the South.
Yeah.
Number 5, I have the Ravens. A lot of people have them winning the North, but I don't.
Okay.
Number 6, the Steelers.
Oh.
Cletus,
He bought into it. He's going.
Steelers
there's
are
no way.
Steelers are getting Brandon Ayuk and they're making the
10.5.
playoffs.
10.5.
10.5.
That's wild. I'm
And
just
not-
finding it.
Cletus, there's no way.
And at number 7,
way.
I know it's the first like
at
2
number
minutes. What are
7,
we talking
the
about?
Browns.
He did it.
You can't say the Bills aren't even making the playoffs, Cletus.
Carson, look at their team. They have a
Josh Allen by himself can carry him there.
You don't like Josh Allen.
No, I don't. But he can at least get into the playoffs.
I
Once he's
messed
there,
up.
he doesn't do anything. But he gets them there.
No, they have no defense.
Can we re-say what you said? Because I was looking up the Cowboys win total.
Just real quick.
Okay,
AFC
You
playoff
double
teams.
down on saying that all 4 teams in the AFC North are making the playoffs.
They are.
And who got the short end
Wait,
of the
hold
stick?
on. What was
the
our bet?
Buffalo Bills got the short end of the stick.
What do we bet on the 4 teams, Cletus?
no,
We bet or
I
something.
don't
It's like
remember.
50.
I didn't
I mean, the only bet I remember is me and Carson's bet.
Oh, yeah. A grand.
Grand.
Grand on the Packers.
But anyways, I just gave you the right list. If you're gonna make a bet on it, then I mean, just use my list. You don't have to use anyone else's.
Well, I guess
Hold on. Reread the list, Cletus, because I missed everyone.
Bengals,
the
Jets.
The 4 AFC North teams.
There you go.
Then you have the Jets, the Chiefs, I'm guessing.
And the Texans.
Makes sense.
Cletus,
You might
I'm
go-
just happy that you doubled down on your 4 AFC North teams.
I mean,
I'm not gonna say no.
yeah, he did.
Okay.
Yeah.
that's true.
I'm glad
I
you
like
did,
that.
Cletus.
Yeah, that's respect.
Yeah, I can
Respectable.
respect that.
Do we just want to go down the table? Work
Go ahead,
down
Keith.
that way? Okay. Well, number 1 and winning the West, I have the Chiefs. I think they get the first seed. I don't know. The offense got even better after they added Xavier Worthy and Hollywood. So
Even though he's injured.
as much as I don't like it, I think the Chiefs take the number 1 seed. Number 2 and winning the East, I got the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins win the East over the Bills and the Jets because, well, I just think the Dolphins' offense every year is unstoppable, and they didn't get any worse.
They have a very hard
It's
schedule
way
down the
too
stretch.
cold. Way
If
too
If
cold.
they're not already at 8 wins by like week 11, they're in trouble.
Oh, I think
because they have like their last 6 games is a gauntlet.
I think they can get to 8.
And I think like
they
3 or
can be
4
8.
of them are away in the
Yeah,
field.
like at Green Bay is one of them.
Yeah,
I think
and
they
New
can
York
be-
with the Jets is another one. I think
I'll pull up their
Buffalo
schedule,
maybe.
Yeah, go
They
ahead.
have to win in September, October, no, early
That's what they
November.
do.
That
have
is
to.
that is what
That's
they
what they do because
They'll
Mike
probably go 12
McDaniel.
and 0, and then
Yeah, probably. Mike McDaniel cooks in the offseason. He comes out with some stuff that nobody ever sees.
He goes out to the fans, have them call the plays.
Probably.
he has
yeah.
them
He
decide.
really does.
That's for you.
He has
the
fans, just,
to
like,
decide.
drawing like squigglies like for the routes going up the field, and he's like, you know what? I think that might work. And then
So
it
the
works.
last 6 games, Kian, they have their go to Green Bay.
Okay, I think they win that game. Oh, wait, is that Green Bay?
It's at Green Bay.
Okay.
It's-
Okay.
I don't think they win that game.
Go
at
through.
Green
Let's
Bay.
go through the whole
Doesn't
schedule real
matter.
quick. Give me week 1.
The week 1. Would you just do the whole schedule?
Yeah.
Week 1.
All right.
Fast.
You have the
That's like
Jaguars,
17
Win.
games.
the Bills,
Win.
Seahawks,
Win.
Titans,
Win.
Patriots,
Win.
Colts.
That's close.
That's a win.
Hold on. If you're saying they beat the Bills, they're definitely beating the Colts.
He loves Anthony Richardson more than anything.
Yeah.
Win.
Give me. No, I say they lose that game. So we're at 5 wins.
Cardinals,
Win.
Bills. Again, they have to lose that one.
Yeah,
they're not
probably split
sweeping
that.
the
Yeah,
Bills.
split them.
Split it,
Yeah.
Rams,
That's tough.
I think they lose that one.
Lose.
Raiders, win.
Win.
Patriots, win.
Win.
Packers, loss.
At Packers.
And in Lambeau, Thanksgiving night.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a given loss.
About the same offense.
That's Packers on Thanksgiving are good.
Yeah.
Okay. Loss.
They love turkey.
Jets, we'll give them a win here.
Yeah.
They're
I
gonna
think they
split
split
the
with
Jets.
the Jets. Yeah.
Texans,
Give them a win.
Niners,
No, it's a loss.
Browns,
Well, that's a win. That's 11.
At
and
Browns,
Jets again, which is a loss.
That's a loss.
You're
So
right,
I
you
think
won.
they go 11-6.
Okay.
Now that's
That's
probably
fair.
not good enough to win the number 2 seed, but I think realistically, I think they can get the number 2 seed because their offense is that good. Number 3 and winning the South is the Texans, like Cletus said. I think bringing in Stephon Diggs and keeping that Shanahan offense, great. Number 4 and winning the North, I got the Bengals. I think
Yeah.
Joe Burrow is on a revenge tour because everybody is saying that he's so injury prone, he's not going to do anything. I think Joe Burrow. It would be the most Joe Burrow thing to come out and dominate this season, and I think he's going to do it. He looks like Slim Shady coming out for revenge. Number 5, and the first wild card spot. I got
Bleach
the
your hair.
Colts. I got the Colts at number 5.
Boo.
Yeah,
I hate that pick.
I think Anthony Richardson is good, as you guys have said, and I think that offense. Shane Steichen knows how to make an offense,
does.
especially for somebody like Jalen Hurts.
That's why I have him as a
Anthony
top
Richardson.
10 coach in the NFL.
Yeah, me
They
too.
went 9-8 last year with Gardner Minshew.
Exactly.
But
So I
he's a
think-
Pro Bowler, so.
So I think that division, the Texans and the Colts in the South, that's not a runaway for the Texans. I think the Colts are going to be nipping at their heels. Number 6, I got the Ravens because, I don't know, the Ravens are still good enough to make the playoffs, and I just don't think they're going to win the
And
division.
they have
this
2
year.
running backs.
They have 2 running backs.
Crop and I might have the same exact list.
Really?
And then number 7, I got the Jets. I think Aaron Rodgers does the same thing. I'm scared of Aaron Rodgers for the beginning of the season because he hasn't played good football in 2 years, and he only played 4 games of good football that 2 years ago. So I think he pulls it out of his ass at the end in clutch Aaron Rodgers style, and that defense is the best in the league. So
Okay.
So I didn't have mine in order, so I'm going to just put them in order as I go here. For number 1, Baltimore Ravens.
Good pick.
Yep, thank you.
number 1.
Yeah. Because Lamar with Todd Monken is good.
Monk.
Todd Monken.
There he is.
Uh,
in the flesh.
Number 2, we're going Buffalo Bills
Wow.
because Josh Allen can carry this team.
Such a terrible pick.
Cleese, who did they really
Jets?
lose? Who did the Buffalo Bills
They
lose?
lose
Their
Their whole
entire
defense.
defense.
That doesn't really matter. They never had defense anyways.
Yeah, they did.
Look at their playoff run last year. Who'd they have?
Everyone was injured.
Tyrell.
Exactly.
And why did they lose?
Well, barely.
Because of their defense.
Barely.
Because of their defense.
Actually, they lost because Josh Allen underthrew Khalil Shakir on the deep.
Oh,
cross
so
in the end
I
zone.
thought he was the reason that they win.
Well, he is in regular season. He just sucks. He sucks so bad in the playoffs. Number
Your
3.
picks are so bad.
Number 3, we're going Kansas City Chiefs.
Hey, that's where I had him.
Just
That's a good
because
pick.
Their division isn't very good, so they're going to get some easy wins throughout
Yeah,
there.
That's why I said.
Yeah.
And then number 4, Jacksonville Jaguars.
That's an awful pick.
I don't
This
hate
is
it.
what-
They have
explain.
healthy Christian Kirk, healthy Travis Etienne,
Brian Thomas
Evan
Jr. is
Ingram?
coming
Evan
in.
Ingram.
Yep.
You don't really need much else.
Travis, do you
Their
say
de-
Travis
their
Etienne?
de- Their defense is formidable. Yeah, once
Their
as long as you
defense
have
is good
Christian.
enough. This is kind of a preview of my bold predictions. I don't know if I'm going to have it in there or not, but the
Nah,
the
pull out
Texans,
different ones.
The Texans are taking a step back this year. Stephon Diggs is going to hurt C.J. Stroud, and their defense isn't going to get a whole lot better than it already was.
Okay, what's your next one?
Number 4,
5.
Number 5, the first wild card, we're going Cincinnati Bengals.
Okay.
Their only reason they didn't win the division is because
Raiders.
Jamar Chase was holding out, and T. Higgins, it's like a tough situation in their wide receiver room. Jamar Chase is going to miss a couple games with a hamstring, and Joe Burrow is going to take a little while to get back in the swing of things, as he does.
Jamar Chase is hurt right now?
No, but he's going to be.
No, if there's anybody who knows how to hold out, it's Jamar Chase. He's the one who
That's true.
he sat out the whole
whole
2020,
year.
and then he came in and he was rookie of the year.
But Joe Burrow always starts slow.
Yeah.
Number 6, we're going to go New York Jets. And then number 7 is going to be very close between the Dolphins, the Chargers, and the Steelers. But I'm going Dolphins.
Where's the Steelers?
They didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah, they did.
Nope, they're 9-8, 8 or 9.
They're
You
just
want to hear something crazy?
Yeah.
Crop and I have 6 of the 7 same teams.
Wow.
Go ahead.
Should have wore the same shirt as me, like you said.
Yeah, we should have worn the same shirt. I'm not putting them in order, but the Bills, the Bengals, the Jags, and the Chiefs are all going to be division winners.
Jags, I don't see it. Why?
And then the wild card teams are going to be the Ravens, Chargers, and Jets.
Chargers. No, not
Very
the
close.
first. Not the first year with a new head coach.
I think it'll be close. They're
They're going to be on the French team with the Texans, the Steelers, the Browns, the Dolphins.
Colts.
the reason I almost put the Chargers.
Even the Broncos, I think, are going to be competitive.
I think so too. People are hating.
I almost put the
Broncos.
Chargers in there because they have such an easy schedule.
They have an
do.
easy schedule.
They have a
do.
lot of layup games in there.
But
So the Broncos.
Yeah.
the only thing is, like, every time that it comes down to like 4 players or 4 teams to get the last spot in the wild card, the Steelers always have the lowest percentage to make it, and they always make it.
Kornacki.
Like, Kornacki will go through and be like, this person has to lose, but this person has to win, and then this person has to lose twice, and then this person has to get a tie, and then they make it anyways.
Yeah.
Well, NFC predictions.
I was going to say something else, but I
Oh,
forget
go ahead.
now.
Anthony Richardson sucks.
I'll get started with the NFC predictions. The division winners, I have the Eagles, the Lions, the Falcons, the Rams. The 3 wildcard teams, I have the Packers, the Cardinals, and the Bears.
I mean, Kyler Murray is on a revenge tour.
Cletus can
I'll
get
give you
behind
that.
Isaac and I's lists are very similar once again.
Wow.
I have.
I'm guessing the Cardinals aren't in there.
Well, the only reason I put the Cardinals in there for Cletus, I feel good about himself,
I
I'll
do
be
feel
honest
good
with
about
you.
it.
So
Their defense is nothing, though.
I'm not going to. Well, you want me to put them in order?
Up to you.
I don't
I
have
got
them
mine in order.
but
Yes, even I
Do
do.
you want me to go while you put them in
I
order?
can just do it off the top of my head.
Okay.
So first, it's going to be a close race for first.
The
but
Lions.
We're going to go Lions. Second, we're going the Philadelphia Eagles.
They got 6 wins just in their division.
Yeah. Kellen Moore is rejuvenating that offense. Third, we're going 49ers. CMC is going to miss some time. There's going to be other problems on
Ayuk's
that
gone.
offense. I think he's staying.
Nope.
Fourth is going to be Falcons. Fifth is going to be... Oh, man.
You got back your MVP choice.
I'm going to say fifth is going to be Green Bay Packers. Sixth is going to be the Rams. And then squeaking into the playoffs in his rookie season is going to be Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears.
The only thing Crop and I have different, and our whole prediction is, I have the Cardinals, he has the Niners, and then I have the Chargers, and he has the Dolls.
You have the
Yeah.
you have the Niners missing the playoffs.
I do.
Why is that?
I think CMC's gonna be out. I think CMC's gonna get hurt.
So do I.
Yeah, but Brock Purdy, his cock is just
If
so,
but if IU gets traded, CMC is out. They're in trouble.
Because the last time...
And Elijah Mitchell can't stay healthy either.
and their new rookie is hurt.
They got Matt Breida back.
last time
I don't know if he
the,
has injury history or not.
He does.
the number 1 overall pick in fantasy... Oh, no. The last time a running back went back-to-back with RB1 seasons in fantasy football was like...
Probably Jerome Bettis.
Adrian Peterson.
I want to say...
Probably Adrian Peterson.
It was
Marshawn Lynch.
It was either Adrian Peterson or Jamal Charles.
Yeah,
But
one of
yeah,
them.
CMC's probably getting hurt. It's due. He's so due.
He is hurt
for
right
this.
now.
He is overdue for an injury.
Yeah. Especially with
And
being on the 49ers where everybody gets hurt.
He played every single game last year.
well, here's another problem with the 49ers. I don't like when an off season is very noisy. Like the Packers got really bad at the end because Aaron Rodgers was really noisy. Like he always complained about stuff. And Trent Williams is holding out right now. Ayuk's holding out. CMC is hurt. And like there is a thing called a Super Bowl hangover. I really do believe in that. So I think they're going to struggle to begin half of the season.
But Debo is A-OK.
Yeah, I think the Rams are going to really put up a fight for that division.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
even
believe
win
it.
it.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I can see the Niners winning the division, but Bold takes.
Mm.
Gotta go with the Cardinals. Show some love to Kyler.
But who did you have winning that division then? Rams?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's believable. I actually have the same top 4 as Carson. I got Lions number 1 winning the North. I think the Lions are only going up. They did not get any worse this year. That whole team has bought in. I believe in what Dan Campbell is doing there because they believe in what Dan Campbell's doing there.
And their stars are still young.
Their stars are still young. That team is on the up and up. Number 2.
I feel like last year was like pretty much their peak, though. Like I feel like it's going to be hard for them to get much better than that.
I think last year was like their testing year.
Their defense was not very good last year.
Yeah, the defense
like middle
was
of the pack.
bad. Yeah.
I do think the 2 best records in the NFC are going to be in the North. The Lions and Packers, I think, are going to be around 12 to 13 wins.
Cletus thinks all 4 of the best records in the AFC are going to be in the North.
Sure.
Everybody's going 12-5.
College and NFL are just opposite geographically. The North is good in the NFL, and the South is good in college.
Yeah.
Number 3, I got. Oh wait, number 2, I got the Eagles again winning the East. That roster is too talented. I think Nick Sirianni is the one who messed it up last year.
He is in their way.
He really tried to burn some bridges.
But Eagles roster is too talented. They're going number 2. 49ers are winning the West at number 3. I don't know.
That Shanahan offense. It doesn't matter who's playing.
Elijah Mitchell could be fine in the
He'll
running
get
back
hurt.
spot.
Yeah, he
Already
can.
hurt.
Yeah, but then he'll throw in.
He is. Elijah Mitchell's already hurt.
Yeah.
That makes
Jordan
sense.
Mason is the only healthy running back. That they
Jordan
have.
Mason's actually good. Anybody
I
can be
don't like
good
him.
in this offense.
I think
That's
they're
what
going to
I'm
run out of free agent running backs.
Yeah.
Well, they might.
And then they're going to have to hand the ball off to, like, George Kittle. And I don't think he could be good in the running back system.
Debo, they got Debo.
He'll get hurt. He'll get hurt, too.
It's on Debo, yeah.
There's something with that 49ers field or something.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't care if Ayuk is gone. They already future-proofed. They drafted wide receivers. Number 4, I got the Falcons winning the South. Those
The head coach Raheem Morris and Zach Robinson as the offensive coordinator coming in from the McVay system. I think it's going to work. Kirk Cousins knows that system, and the Falcons are ready to actually make the South great again.
That's what the Falcons are going to do. Number 5, I got the Rams. I agree it's going to be a dogfight between them and the Niners for that division. The Rams are just scary good. As far, like, offensively. Defensive, they could still use some work, and they just lost their defensive coordinator, Raheem Morris. Number 6, I got the Packers. Packers they're just good, man. They got a good offensive system. Matt LaFleur is a good head coach. Jordan Love could use some work for sure.
You know who we're all sleeping on right now, and I almost put them in the playoff, is the Buccaneers.
I don't believe it.
Just wait till you get to me.
Number 7, I got the Seahawks.
What the?
We almost have the same list.
Yeah, we do. I think
We all
Seahawks-
almost have the same list.
I put the Seahawks in there because I think
Sam
Mike.
Howell?
No, not even. No, it's about Mike McDonald and their new head coach. He made that Ravens defense like one of the best in the league, and I think that there's enough talent on this. That Seattle secondary is crazy. Julian Love.
And you think they're smarter than McVay and Shanahan?
No, that's why I have them below them.
Devon
So you have-
Witherspoon.
Devon Witherspoon, Reek Woolen, Michael Jackson, baby. But this team is talented, and they have a good wide receiver core as well. Their offensive line needs help, but I think that they sneak into the playoffs because NFC is very top heavy, in my opinion. So I think Seahawks get in there.
Yeah. All right.
Here
Well,
we go.
I
Hey.
bet you we all 3 of us have similar picks. Cleese is gonna be off the roster.
this actually, I don't think this is a bad list.
No,
Is it better or worse than the AFC one?
better.
It's worse because
Well-
the AFC one is 100% safe.
Okay, please get on with it.
But the NFC, number 1, the Lions, best
Okay.
team in the NFC. They're only getting better, and they made the
They
championship.
actually don't have the
last
best
year.
roster, in my opinion.
But
The Eagles
they
have the best
They have
roster.
they have the highest highs.
They know their identity.
No, Nick Sirianni's just an idiot.
He's very dumb.
Yeah.
I think
Dumb.
Cletus, you could be the head
Dumb.
coach for the Eagles, and they'd be better than Nick Sirianni.
But I'm dumb.
All you have to do is just stay out of everyone's way.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, that's really
I'm gonna run out on
Let
the
Vic
field.
Fangio do his thing, and,
And
let
let
Kellen Moore do his thing, and, you'll
And
be
you just
good.
stand there and hold a thing. Go,
Dumb.
I'll go with a thing in front
Corn
of
on
my
the cob?
No,
that sounds so good.
hold the thing in front of your mouth, like pretend you're talking.
Yeah.
Number
Is your
2,
flag ready?
I got the 49ers.
Okay, well that's fine.
Yeah, I mean they're still them.
Okay.
Number 3, the Eagles.
Okay.
Just get out of the way. Let Cletus chew his corn on the cob.
Yep.
Number 4, the Falcons. I mean, it's theirs to win quite easily. Number 5, Green Bay.
Okay.
Jordan Love needs some work, but
He does need some work.
I love it.
number 6, the Bears.
Oh, he's buying
I
Caleb
cannot
Williams
believe it.
stock.
Surprised.
No, it's just how well their team is rounded. They don't really have many holes.
I'm convinced it's the.
It just comes down to Caleb Williams, really. Like,
I'm convinced.
I
it's
think
the
they'll be a first-round knockout, but
best situation a number 1 overall pick has ever gone into.
Oh yeah.
oh yeah, by far. Well, especially for a first overall,
That's what I meant
Yeah.
to say.
Yeah.
What'd I say?
first round.
round.
Yeah, I meant first overall.
And number 7, it's kind of a toss-up between 2. It's either Tampa or the Cowboys.
What happened to your Cardinals?
I'm the Rams.
I don't see. I think I see the Rams having a step back year.
I put the Cardinals in here for you, Cletus.
Last year's.
Hell, Tatum, I'm putting the Buccaneers back in.
They don't have Aaron Donald.
That's true. They don't have Aaron
That's
Donald.
true.
That's their heart and soul.
Yeah, they don't really have much on the defensive end.
On the offensive end, they lost Andrew Whitworth like 3 years ago,
That
and
could-
now they lost Aaron Donald on the defensive side, and they're just done.
Andrew
Now
Whitworth.
Whitworth kicks in.
Yeah, he's commentating now, and that could cause problems.
If I was to really pick if I was to really
in the first
pick
2 years.
who was going to get in between Tampa and the Cowboys, I'd probably pick the Cowboys just because their regular season run is ridiculous. But I still like Tampa's team, and Baker Mayfield has a giant dick, and his balls are so massive. But yeah,
He's so dreamy.
All right, we're going to the playoff predictions now.
The Super Bowl prediction.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Cletus.
well, place your bets. Lions, Jets.
Lions,
Jets?
You're an
Lions,
Aaron
Jets.
Rodgers believer.
Yeah, I
Is
drafted
that
him.
because he's on your fantasy team?
Yeah, well, I believed in him anyways,
Oh,
but
okay.
he's made it before, and if Jordan Love can be good in that system,
Yeah.
it basically it says that that system elevates quarterbacks, but Aaron Rodgers, whenever he tried to play shit, he did play shit. So now he's gonna go over to the Jets where they've been shit for probably the last 20 years, and he's gonna be like, I'm gonna prove that I'm that guy. I'm also Tom Brady. He's gonna go win a Super
You know the problem. Hold on. You know the problem with the Jets is. You know how dysfunctional they are. They traded for Hassan Reddick this offseason because he wanted a contract extension.
Oh yeah, and,
And then they're like, wait a minute, no. We know he took you from the great Eagles that are well run and are competing for titles here, but why wouldn't you come play for the Jets and get the same money, even though you wanted out of Philadelphia? So they're gonna have to trade him again.
Is this the best roster that Aaron Rodgers has ever had?
No.
it's the best defense probably.
That year he had Greg Jennings, Donald Driver, James Jones, Jordy Nelson,
Clay Matthews.
Clay Matthews, B.J. Raji,
AJ Hawk.
You talking about
A.J.
2011?
Hawk, Charles Woodson.
Oh yeah, not even close.
Yeah, no, it's not
Because
close.
this Jets offense is literally just Garrett Wilson and Brees Hall.
I was mostly talking about the defense.
Yeah.
Because
Their offensive line's good.
Tremont Williams.
I forgot about him. Yeah.
I'm not saying the Jets defense is definitely better, but the Packers offense, they had like literally 5 great receivers. They had young Randall Cobb.
I never realized they had that many receivers. I thought it was always just Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams against everybody.
No, when he was young, they were loaded. And they had Jermichael Finley, if you guys remember him,
Yeah,
on tight end.
Yeah, I remember him. Yeah.
They were loaded.
Yeah.
And they had Ryan Grant. But they won the Super Bowl with James Starks.
Well, you know who has
yeah.
here's one hell of a segue. You know who has Richie Grant? May or may not. It's definitely not his brother.
But the safety on the Falcons.
Safety on the Falcons, baby. I got the 2 number 4 seeds going to the Super Bowl. I said back whenever Kirk Cousins was signed that Falcons are now Super Bowl contenders, and I'm sticking to it. Atlanta Falcons versus the Cincinnati Bengals in the Super Bowl.
Oh, that's wild.
Let me just say something about the Falcons, because I did a little bit of research, and I haven't done this in a while. It's not very long. This one isn't very long. This one's like half a page. Half a page. It's only, my other ones were like 2 pages. Okay, so Kevin O'Connell. We all know he came from McVay Tree to Minnesota before the 2022 season. That 2022 Vikings team, they went 13-4. Now, they also had that record-breaking amount of 1-score wins. But the offense was 7th in total yards, 8th in points. The defense was absolutely terrible. 31st in yards allowed, 28th in points allowed. The offense, though, now for the Falcons offense, Zach Robinson is the new offensive coordinator, also coming from that McVay tree, literally right from the Rams last year. The 2022 Vikings had 27-year-old Dalvin Cook. They had Justin Jefferson. They had a 32-year-old Adam Thielen. They had KJ Osborne. They had TJ Hawkinson for 7 games. This 2024 Falcons offense that Zach Robinson is working with in the same system,
Bijan Robinson, Tyler Algier, Drake London, Darnell Mooney, no more Rondell Moore. So now it's Jakeem Grant or Ray McLeod. Who Ray McLeod, I looked it up. He's now wearing number 34. So actually, never mind. The Falcons' offense is f***ed. But they also have Kyle Pitts. But the Falcons' O-line is also top 5 in the NFL. Now talk about the defense. So Raheem Morris is the new head coach. He's going to be taking over the defense, coming straight from the Rams as well. That 2023 Rams squad that he was the defensive coordinator of last year was 20th in yards allowed, 19th in points allowed. And that's with a team that is Aaron Donald, okay, and then there's a bunch of guys you've never heard of. Kobe Turner on the defensive line. Edges were Byron Young and Michael Hoyt. Michael Hoyt is a 300-pound edge rusher. Linebackers are Ernest Jones. Ernest Jones. The fourth. And Christian Roseboom.
Who?
Yeah. Their cornerbacks, number 1 corner was Akello Witherspoon.
Steelers.
Number 2 was Darion Kendrick, who just tore his ACL. Number 3 was Kobe Durant. And their safeties were Jordan Fuller, who's actually pretty decent, and then Russ Yeast.
Infection.
So,
that sounds like it would smell terrible.
Yeah. So that team was 20th in yards allowed, 19th in points allowed. So the 2024 Falcons, I could definitely argue, are going to be a better defense overall. They have defensive linemen David Onyemata, Grady Jarrett,
On my mom.
On my who?
Not my mom.
David Onyemata.
Anybody but Cleese's mom. Come on.
Onyemata, Grady Jarrett, Rook Ororo, Brandon Dorless. Their edges are Lorenzo Carter, Arnold Ebiketie. No Braylon Trice anymore, but now they have Matt Judon. The Falcons haven't had a good edge rusher in years, and now they finally do. Their linebackers are Caden Ellis, Troy Anderson, J.D. Bertrand. Those are all athletic white linebackers. Their corners
it's like an Oreo out there.
Yeah, their corners are not very good either. A.J. Terrell, Mike Hughes,
A.J. Terrell's good.
A.J. Terrell's good, but the other two are questionable. The safeties are Jesse Bates, who's one of the best safeties in the league, and
on my
Richie
dynasty
Grant.
team.
Richie Grant. So I just know that these Shanahan McVay guys, they know how to win. I think this team has more talent than that Minnesota Vikings team that went 13-4. It has more talent than the Rams. Pretty close to the Rams last year. So I think that this team can find their way to the playoffs because these guys know how to win. Falcons to the playoffs. But then I think the Bengals win. Because Joe Burrow revenge tour, as I said. Jamar Chase, I think, I'll talk about, he's going to win a season award here, in my opinion. Because I think that this team is out for revenge because everybody's counting them out. So, Bengals win the Super Bowl.
I have the Lions defeating the Ravens 27-20.
The
Lions are winning the Super Bowl because Ben Johnson did not take a head coaching job elsewhere because he wanted to come back to Detroit and win a Super Bowl. So that's the only thing he's going to do here. And then the Ravens get to the Super Bowl because their toughest matchup is the Chiefs because, like I said, the Bengals are going to be a little dysfunctional and injuries here and there. They're going to screw them. Chiefs is the Ravens' toughest opponent. And out of all the defenses in the league, I think the Ravens have the best matchup for them. They have speedy Nate Wiggins at corner. They have Kyle.
He looked good.
They have Kyle Hamilton working in the slot and a safety to take on Travis Kelce or whoever else they need to. And then they also have the athletic Marlon Humphrey at corner as well to try to take on these speedy receivers. Then they have the big guys in the center that can stop the run with Michael Pierce. And there's someone else there as well.
Matabuike.
Matabuike. But the Lions are going to win by a touchdown in the Super Bowl because Ben Johnson's going to cook them up and Lamar's going to choke under pressure as he does.
Yeah, the Lions only got better. They brought in DJ Reader to stop the run, shore up that defense, drafted corners. Yeah, I don't hate that at all.
Yep.
Isaac? Oh, boy.
The AFC title game, Bengals and the Chiefs. The NFC title game, division rivals, Packers and Lions.
So you're going to say the Bears.
No, the Bears are 1 and done. And the Super Bowl will be the Packers over the Bengals, 38-33.
Everybody stuck to their guns with this. Analysis?
Good news for the Packers. Ben Johnson will leave the Lions at the end of this season. So there goes their brains.
Yeah.
I think the Bengals are going to be rocky the first 8 weeks, but they're going to get it together and get hot.
Mm-hmm.
And Joe Burrow is Mahomes' kryptonite.
Mm-hmm. I like it. You want to start with the MVPs?
MVP, as much as I would like to choose Jordan Love, I'm going to go with Mr. Josh Allen, who has lost all of his weapons this year and is going to have even better stats and carry them to the postseason. Therefore, he will win the MVP.
And go all the rewards and all that.
Now we'll
Yeah.
just keep circling.
MVP, I am going to go with Jordan Love. In this offense, he has all the coordinator he'll ever need, all the weapons that coordinator will ever need, and a good enough run game. When I say good enough, I mean just barely good enough to open up the passing. So he's going to have plenty of stats for MVP, and I think that'll win him it because also he plays in Green Bay, so he has more of that popularity to get him that as well.
Yep.
And team success.
Well, no surprise here. I went with
Anthony Richardson.
well, he's got to be winning MVP. This guy is so fucking good. That's a big bleep.
But okay, so let's break it down. So let's talk about. So like, would you say Jordan Love is an MVP candidate?
Yeah.
Let's talk about intangibles. Who's got the bigger arm? Anthony Richardson. Who's more athletic? Anthony Richardson.
Who has the better offense, though?
Okay. Well,
Kian,
that's close.
to win MVP,
Jordan Love, though.
to win MVP, Kian,
Yes.
the Colts have to win at least 10
I
games.
think they can do that. I have them as a 5 seed.
Okay. I don't believe the Colts can win 10 games. But if they do, then Anthony Richardson will be in the conversation for MVP.
Yeah, because I think that this guy
Because
is...
team success is correlated to MVP. Like, you have to have a team success to be MVP.
I mean,
I don't think it should be like that.
It shouldn't be like that.
That is
That's
how it is.
Yeah, that's just how it is.
That's just
Like,
how it is.
that's like peanut butter and jelly. It's how it is.
I think the Colts can win at least 10 games this year. I have them as a 5 seed. And Anthony Richardson has literally all of the tools. He has the best tools that we have ever seen a quarterback have. Has he put them all together yet? Maybe not. But he was just... Season last year was shortened by injury, so we don't know what this guy is yet. If we can get a full season to Anthony Richardson, I think that he will prove he is a top 10 quarterback in the NFL. If Lamar Jackson last year won MVP on a mid-season, Anthony Richardson is even more athletic than Lamar Jackson. Yeah, his arm's probably not as accurate at this point in his
He
career.
was a good fantasy player last year.
Well, yeah, Lamar Jackson always is.
No, I'm
Anthony
talking about Anthony Richardson.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause I had him in Dynasty and I traded him for a first rounder.
He had
4
like
weeks.
18 points in like one first quarter in some game. Anyways, but I think Anthony Richardson he has all the talent in the world, and I think this year he's going to put it together because Shane Steichen knows how to build an offense for Jalen Hurts. Shane Steichen leaves Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts looks like shit. Goes to Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson is going to look like gold.
Okay, Cletus.
I have someone that no
Kyler
one has
Murray.
been said yet.
Joe Burrow.
No, because if we're going to go off of team success, I don't think that the Arizona Cardinals are going to do very well. I think they're going to be max like 7-win team.
It probably hurts you to say that.
It does. But, well, Kyler's going to be the number 1 quarterback in fantasy, but he won't win MVP.
Okay.
So, the MVP is going to be Patrick Jared Goff.
I almost told you. I said I bet you choose Jared Goff. He's on the Lions wiener right now.
Well,
Lions
that's
are good.
okay.
I love the team. I love everyone on the team.
Jared
And
I don't think Jared Goff will ever win because he doesn't run enough. And he's not dynamic enough, and he's not loved enough across America enough. Like,
well,
he doesn't
Aaron
play for a big
Rodgers
enough brand.
doesn't run enough, and he has 4 MVPs. So if we
Yeah,
do
but
the
he's
math
very.
there,
Aaron Rodgers is very polarizing, Cletus.
so's Jared Goff. He got shipped off, and now he's
Jared
that
Goff
guy.
isn't really polarizing at all.
All he has to do is like around game, like week 9. If he says the N-word on air, then he'll be very polarizing. He'll
Same.
like everyone will know his name. They'll all be talking about him. Then they'll be like, "Well, this guy's ass. Let me just prove his stats. Holy shit, he already has 3,000 passing yards." And then they'll be like, "Well, now he's front runner."
Okay, honestly, I like Keenan's pick 10 times more than that pick.
I think it's within the realm of possibilities. If we think the Lions are going to be as good as they are, I think Jared Goff does deserve some credit. I know he gets none, but I think he deserves some.
I don't know if he'll even be in the top 3 conversation for MVP.
That's
Based
honestly-
purely on the fact of him being in Detroit.
Yeah.
He's not a polarizing person, and I mean that's basically. I mean,
Yeah, but
Jo-
people are turning around on Detroit. They're loving him.
no one likes Detroit. It's a shitty city.
Not
Well,
the
the
city,
city,
dumbass.
the
The
team.
Lions.
They're probably America's team right now.
Yeah.
You're on drugs if you think the Detroit Lions is America's team.
Who
No,
else
everybody
would it be?
loves the Lions right now. Literally, nobody roots against
Technically, the
Lions.
Dallas Cowboys are still America's team.
Well,
That's just because
okay.
the Steelers turned it down back in the 90s.
Turned it down. Well, Cletus, you got an offensive player of the year prediction?
Yeah, you got an offensive rookie of the year.
Offensive rookie of the year. Give me Caleb Williams. I was going to say Trey Benson.
I was saying, there's only 2 picks here. I think you can go
Yeah.
with.
I went with
I don't really think anyone else is going to do anything. Maybe not Michael Penix,
Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels, but he's on a shitty team.
I got Jaden Daniels as rookie of the year. I think he's more pro ready than Caleb Williams is at this point in his career.
I would love to have Jaden Daniels here, but
Actually, I take that back. Starvin Marvin.
Yeah, there you go. There's the one I almost went with.
I would love to take Jaden Daniels, but his team's only going to have 6 or 7 wins. Meanwhile, Caleb Williams is probably going to have 9 or 10, and he has so many weapons around him, it's probably going to be him. So
I'm with Caleb Williams as well, but I guess he's starving Marvin as well because I think Marvin Harrison's going to go for about 1,200 receiving yards this year.
With
and
the
10
number
touchdowns.
1 fantasy quarterback thrown to him.
Defensive Rookie of the Year. I went with a Penn State guy,
Chop Robinson.
Chop Robinson.
You think he gets off to a hot start with?
No, I really just like him with Penn State.
I mean,
I think he'll finish the year with 9.5 sacks.
I mean, because Bradley Chubb and Jalen Phillips are working their way back from injuries because they had nobody at edge rusher at the end of last season. So, I mean, I could see it if he gets off to a really hot start, but
So Dallas Turner had a great preseason game 1, but he was probably going against a UFL left tackle.
woo.
I could see Jared Verse here, but I'm going to lay out to Latu because I think he's the best or the most NFL ready, and I think he has a clean path to playing time because Samson and Bukum just went down. So
That's exactly why I have Leatu Latu as well. I as much as I would love to have Jared Verse there because he's my edge 1 coming out of this class, I think Leatu Latu, he now is just set up for greatness with he's got the starting spot. He's working alongside DeForest Buckner to take up 2 blockers at one time. Leatu Latu with that hand usage is pro ready for sure.
Give me Peyton Wilson. No, I'm kidding. I mean, no. Give me Leatu Latu. Actually, Jared Verse. Leatu Latu.
Take Cooper.
No, I'm going to go Verse just because you guys are
yeah,
just sucking him off. So
Right
I'm surprised you didn't go Cooper DeJean for the White Boys.
he's in the secondary.
It's hard to
He's in-
win it when
you
you're
see
in
that
there.
there's
You have to
gonna
be a
be-
pass rusher.
You see, there's
Or
going to be
Sauce
3 starting secondary white guys.
Not starting,
Not starting,
but on
made the
NFL
roster,
rosters,
yeah.
No.
There's only been 15 in NFL history.
And all
Yeah.
corners, actually. All corners. Ethan Bonner,
Yeah,
Riley Moss,
Boner.
Riley Moss and
Cooper DeJean.
Cletus, get us started with Offensive Player of the Year.
Oh, let's see here. It's going to be.
He has no idea.
No, I don't. Come
I'll
back to
start.
me.
Okay.
I'll go Justin Jefferson.
Okay. Even without a quarterback?
Yeah, it makes it even more impressive. He'll go without. He'll go.
Oh,
about
wait, I
1,300,
remember who I was gonna
1,400
say now.
yards.
I remember.
He got 1,000 yards playing 9 games last year with a bunch
Yeah.
of bozos thrown. I bet you he goes 1,400 receiving yards and has a good year, and he has a strong case.
I'm going Tyreek Hill here. He's coming back for what should have been his last year, and he's going for his 3rd season in a row with almost 1,800 yards.
He's going to try for that 2,000 this year. Well, I got Jamar Chase.
Well,
as I
on
said-
receiver so far.
Yeah, I got Jamar Chase here. I think the whole T. Higgins drama, it just gives
Jamar Chase more time to work with Burrow.
I mean, I know Burrow's been working his way back from that hand injury, but I think Jamar Chase is going to contract year. He's been fighting. He wants that contract, so I think he's going to have one hell of a season right here.
Jamar Chase, baby.
Bijan Robinson.
Oh, let's go. Let's
Oh,
go.
I hope so.
He's getting it.
Probably.
I mean, there's going to be a lot of focus on the passing game now that Kirk's there. And so it's going to open up a lot for Bijan. And they have a formidable O-line. I wouldn't say it's good, but it's formidable. And he's a pretty good receiving back.
DPOY.
It's going to be TJ Watt, but he's going to get snubbed. So other than that, give me the Lions guy,
Aiden Hutchinson.
Aiden Hutchinson.
That is who I went with.
Wow.
Because I think that the Lions, he carries that Lions defense because they refuse to get him any help on the edge. So, Aiden Hutchinson has been beasting it out since his rookie year, so I think he's going to finally get what he deserves this year whenever the Lions make a deep playoff run.
TJ Watt is finally getting what he deserves because the league is tired of hearing from everybody.
All the Steelers fans
No,
worldwide.
It's
literally
not even-
everyone.
Yeah, it's like everybody. Like even Browns fans are like, yeah, Myles Garrett didn't
Myles
deserve
Garrett
it
had
there.
an off year and won it.
Yeah.
I went with. I think it's gonna be honestly. I think it's gonna be nobody that we never heard of, or like is not like one of the premier guys to win it this year.
Patrick Queen.
No, it has to be. It's gonna be a pass rusher or someone like Deron Bland came out of the middle of nowhere last year,
Yeah.
and he made a good push for it.
That's another reason why I don't have the Cowboys in the playoffs. They got 6 touchdowns last year just from their defense.
Yeah, that's a fluke.
So you're thinking
exactly.
Alex Highsmith.
No, I think it's gonna be some fluke guy, but I wrote down Micah just for
Michael
the
Parsons.
audience.
The audience.
Coach of the year.
Mr. Jim Harbaugh.
Mr. Raheem Morris.
I also went with Raheem Morris because Falcons going to Super Bowl, baby.
Mike Tomlin.
I feel like the best chance.
You know, people say I'm biased on this show.
This is all Lions and Steelers.
Yeah. I didn't
Cardinals.
give a single Packer an award.
I'm surprised. I thought you were for sure going to give Jordan Love the
MVP.
yeah.
I think
Actually,
he
is-
should be the favorite in my opinion.
Is Peterson still down there in Jacksonville?
Doug? Yeah,
Doug
he's still there.
All right, give me Doug Peterson.
What?
Okay.
I thought we were talking about Defensive Player of the Year.
No,
Still.
give me Doug Peterson, baby.
Patrick Peterson? No, Doug Peterson.
Yeah, talking about Coach of the Year.
Didn't he get it the year that they went to the Super Bowl as well?
The
Uh,
Eagles.
I don't know if he won it that year or not.
Well, in that case, he got snubbed, and he's getting it this year.
Who?
All right, NFL Olympics draft. So we're gonna each take turns
We're
drafting
doing a snake draft?
NFL
Yeah.
players to perform specific Olympic events in a 5-round snake draft in honor of the 2024 Olympic Games that went on in Paris.
Can we all agree that I won the last draft?
Yeah.
you definitely
Yeah. We're going for two, people.
You get to
Going
have
for two.
intercourse for 72 hours
And
on
Bora. Yeah.
while eating PB&J's.
I love PB&J. I eat it every day.
Never had
And
one.
specifically with his significant other, not like with some guy.
Oh, friends.
Are these current NFL players?
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah. And each player can only be selected once. Carson, tell us the events we'll be drafting these players for.
100-meter dash,
Makes sense. Yep.
high jump, weightlifting, which is a power clean, rugby, and archery. Isaac, don't look at my players. I don't want you to snipe them. So
I didn't even study this at all, so I'm trying to steal some of your ideas.
are we doing
You can select
each
any,
any position or any
Any
event?
activity.
Any event.
any activity.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So who gets
Well,
to
we're
go
going to start with Isaac or Cletus.
Well, you guys got to rock paper scissors or something.
Or I have a number behind my back between
1 and 34.
5.
1 and 6.
1 and
somehow.
34.
1 and 5.
Give me one.
Well, I'm
It was
obviously,
one.
I'm,
It was one.
obviously, I'm obviously going to take
Yeah.
two because I
Yeah,
have
it was-
the odds.
it was
But
one.
go ahead, Cletus. What do you want to do? What
Well,
are you getting guaranteed
what
your
event you
gold
wanna
in?
do?
Oh, what event do I want to do?
Yeah, you got to choose what player you want for what event.
Well, first event I'm going to go is 100-meter dash, and I will go... no, there's too many options there. I'm going to leave that open, actually.
He's not taking the
Way
cheetah.
too many fast people there.
I
So-
think there's one clear choice of guarantee of the gold.
I don't know if it's guaranteed.
Okay, fair enough. Continue on, Cletus.
So I'm going to go rugby and go Jordan Mailata.
Oh, yeah, that's a smart pick because he used to play rugby. I'm gonna I'm gonna go with weightlifting, and I'm gonna go with a guy who I think is probably pretty strong pound for pound. Give me Gable Stevenson.
Gable Stevenson.
I forgot he came to football.
He's on the Bills. He's the
He was already in the Olympics
He's on
and
the-
has a gold
he's
medal.
a 280-pound Olympic wrestler. I think he's probably pretty good at weightlifting.
All right, I'm also going rugby here. Give me Luis Rees Zammit.
Makes sense.
All right, I'm going to guarantee
Player.
myself a gold medal. I'm going to go Tyreek on the 100-meter
Makes
dash.
sense. Yeah.
You get another pick here.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm writing down Tyreek. I didn't think he'd fall to. I was actually who I really wanted for this 100-meter dash was Christian Watson.
Hamstring.
Yeah, I know.
He died at the 50-meter.
But I got the gold for sure. High
I know
jump.
about
I gotta
that.
think about someone who jumps high. Or what else we got here? Archery. Give me Aaron Rodgers.
Huh.
That's a good pick.
So our definition for archery, we're looking for a quarterback who is calm under pressure and very accurate.
No, I just want him to get high before.
He sees 3 targets.
He's relaxed.
For high
Not
jump,
how it works.
for high jump, I'm going the guy that has the high jump combine record. That is Chris Conley.
Oh, he does.
Man can jump out of his shoes.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Well, I'm going to go with give me rugby, and I'm going to take a guy who just seems like he'd be really good at rugby because every time he's playing football, he looks like he's playing rugby because he carries guys on his back. Give me Derrick Henry for rugby.
Good pick.
Okay, good pick, good
Be
pick.
good in the scrum.
Yeah, he would be very good in the scrum.
He is fast.
Yeah.
He's no Tyreek Hill, though.
Well, I was thinking, man, I'm going to go weightlifting.
Okay.
And I know that power cleans take, like, a lot of, like, it's a lot of movement. Like, it's not just, like, a regular deadlift or anything like that. So I'm going to go DK Metcalf.
Whoa.
Just because I know that whenever you get it above your head, you have to hold it there for, like, 5 seconds.
Long
And-
arms hurt you, man.
Yeah.
He's like 6'5".
That's true. But he can move with the weight because it always tries to lean one way or the other, depending on how good your throw up was. Or
Throw up.
was it? Jerk. Your jerk.
Oh yeah.
How good your jerk was. But yeah, I'm gonna go DK with it.
All right, you got another pick.
Oh shoot, archery. Give me Joe.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, he is one of the clutchest quarterbacks.
And
yeah, but he
coolest.
definitely did not play archery when he was a little kid. Aaron Rodgers definitely went outside and played with it like a bow and arrow.
Okay.
Okay, give me AJ Dillon.
That's a choice.
No, give me Joe Burr.
All right,
One
I'm,
margarita.
I'm also gonna go archery here. And you know what? Give me so a quarterback who's calm under pressure and very accurate. Oh, give me
Tom.
Matt Stafford.
You want Tom Brady?
Yeah,
He's-
Matt.
Retired.
Tom? No. He said he'll come back and play this year.
Yeah, but he's not currently. So I'm gonna go Matt Stafford,
Hmm.
the meat staff for sure.
I'm going to weightlifting, and I'm going to go Saquon Barkley.
That was
that
my
makes
next
sense,
pick.
yeah.
He's shorter, and he's built like a brick shit house.
Damn,
so-
that
I'm
is
going
a
to
good
go
pick.
resort to my second option for weightlifting then, which is Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Quarterback.
Yeah. They tear apart his shoulders.
Dude, that man can squat like no other.
Yeah, he
Can.
can do
It's
that.
completely unnecessary.
And it,
too.
and it has nothing to do with power cleaning.
I think of rugby. Give me I can't think of beast mode.
Give me Marshall.
Give me Jamal Williams for rugby.
Swaggy. Or no,
Swaggy,
that's
baby.
Swaggy P is D'Angelo Russell.
yeah. Oh no. Nick.
Bolton?
No.
Nick Young.
It's Nick Young, yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna wait on that one because I can get a steal. I'm going 100-meter dash.
Christian Watson.
Give me Raheem Mostert.
Really?
You think that's a bad
He-
pick? Hear me out.
Yes, I
When
do
he
think
was
it's a
in
bad
college, in the 100-meter dash, he ran a 10.14.
Okay, whenever he was in college,
He can
whenever
train.
he was
He can train.
whenever he was like 19.
And then in the 200, he ran a 20.2.
Holy cow.
Yeah. For context, Xavier Worthy, I looked up, in the 100, he ran a 10.58. Marquise Goodwin ran like a 10.3 something. I couldn't find Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, track speed is different than football speed.
Tyreek Hill just like say a Beetle, Noah Lyles.
I saw
I want to
that.
see that race.
There's no way he's even close.
Ice milk him.
Uh,
I don't know.
So Tyreek Hill's best time is 10.19 legal, but with a tailwind, he ran a 9.98, which
Holy
it was
shit!
that was illegal though.
Right, yeah, but still, 10.19 is insane.
For what?
It's not as
100
fast.
meter dash.
Yeah,
What'd you say?
that was in
Mostert ran?
10.14.
Still. Yeah, but I
Tyreek
guess they're
Hill
both
ran.
pretty old.
Tyreek Hill ran that in 2012, 12 years ago.
Tyreek Hill is guaranteeing me the gold medal. I'm gonna draw my little ribbon right now. Whose pick is it?
It's my pick. So I'm gonna go with high jump. I'm looking at vertical jump in the combine, but I feel like I just want to go off the eye test for high jump. Just guys who look like they jump insanely high, insanely far. I actually want to go with. Shoot, I had a name in my head. Now I lost
You
it.
also have to be kind of tall and flexible.
You do. So I want to go with. Actually, give me the guy who just jumped super far distance wise, because he can probably jump pretty high too. Give me wait, no, it wasn't him. Oh yeah, it was Tyler Owens, but that's not who I wanted to pick.
Jesse Owens.
Jesse
The
Owens.
safety from Texas Tech.
Yeah, the safety from. Yeah, I don't want to pick him though. So I'm just gonna go with a safety who looks. Give me panicking.
Can I switch my rugby pick to Gunnar Olszewski?
No.
give me
Why? 'Cause he's white and he has long rugby hair.
Give me Tyler Nubin actually in the high jump. That's a bad
Ooh.
pick, but watching Tyler Nubin play, he's like a maniac, throwing his body vertically all over the field. So give me Tyler Nubin, the rookie, for high jump.
All right. So I guess I get both picks here. So high jump. I'm actually gonna go a safety, and
Honey Badger.
I'm going to go Jesse Bates. He just seems springy. You know, and safeties are supposed to get up there for the jump balls and
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah.
So you know how it is. Sure. Then 100-meter dash. I mean, I have a list of some of the fastest ones up here right now,
That
but
guy is still on the board.
I'm surprised he's not been picked yet.
Yeah.
Devon A. Chain.
Yeah.
No. Oh, I was
Yeah.
talking the record.
John Ross.
Oh, Xavier Worthy.
Oh, I didn't even think about
Yeah,
that.
Xavier Worthy. Yeah.
I would go Worthy, but I'm gonna go A-Chain.
Man, that left me with Worthy. But I also heard, I just have to say this because the white corner on the Dolphins, Ethan Bonner. So last year, Tyreek Hill was asked, who are the okay, so who's the fastest on the Dolphins? You guys got all those fast people. He's like, well, obviously I'm the fastest. Of course he would say that. Number 2 has got to be Devon Achane. That guy's got track speed. Number 3, he didn't say Jalen Waddle. He didn't say Raheem Mostert. He said Ethan Bonner, white corner. He said that kid's got wheels. So if Xavier Worthy wasn't here, I'd be picking Ethan Bonner because whenever Tyreek Hill says somebody's fast, I believe he's probably fast.
He said he can beat Noah Lyles.
Yeah, not Ethan Bonner, Tyreek Hill, but I'm gonna go with Xavier Worthy. I mean, 165 pounds, that's nothing running down the track. So give me Xavier Worthy for the 100-meter dash.
All right, the only thing I have left is archery, and I'm going to get lots of hate from this pick, not from Kean.
Terrible pick.
Now,
Are you about to say Anthony Richardson?
no, hell no.
Oh,
No,
Think
I
of a
wouldn't
guy
pick him.
that can stand in the pocket under however much pressure, however fast it's coming,
Mahomes.
and he can deliver with accuracy.
Definitely not Mahomes.
That is
That's always behind the
Give
line.
me Mike White.
Yes, baby!
He stands in there no matter what, hits right to the ribs, shot after shot, but he still delivers the perfect ball.
You know who would
I
be
love that.
the absolute perfect pick if he was still in the league?
Brett Favre.
No,
Oh, Ben Roethlisberger.
Fitzpatrick.
Now I want to go that far.
Whenever they grabbed his face mask, turned his head 180
The
degrees.
no looker, yeah.
Yeah.
The 360 no scope.
I love the Mike White pick. That might be one of my favorite all-time NFL memories. Mike White getting drilled in the ribs 3 times, coming back in all 3 times. He runs to the locker room and comes sprinting back out because, what was it, like Nick Mullins was somebody was throwing the game.
No, anybody but him.
Was that on the Jets?
It was on the Jets. So
Yes,
it wasn't Nick
yes.
Mullins.
It wasn't Nick Mullins. It was
Oh, shoot.
It could have been Zach Wilson.
no, it wasn't Zach. It was pre Zach Wilson, I think.
Yeah,
I
I don't know, but Mike White for sure.
Last
I love
pick, high jump, Justin Jefferson.
It. Yeah, that makes sense. He's very noodly.
Plus, he had a hell of a catch last year when he jumped up really high to catch that ball.
Yeah, and did like a 360 in the
Yeah.
air, landed right on his shoulder. Like, it looked painful.
The Duke
that would have been good for.
yeah, he was helicoptering. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, he'd be good for what's it called? Aerobatics? No, acrobatics. Yeah, he was a helicopter.
I thought, I remember that. We were all like, oh!
That was like his first game back too.
You remember watching that kid?
Yeah.
He got taking out his legs and was flying like this, then landed flat on his back. I don't know if I can find that clip.
Yeah, that was awesome. I'll put that clip on the video because I'm sure I'll be able to find it. We actually have time for apparently we don't have to rush through it because we're a minute, an hour 37 in. So let's
We're
talk
making
about,
not bad time.
Let's talk about the 49ers Brandon Ayuk timeline here. So the 49ers are not likely to trade Brandon Ayuk for only draft picks, but may be willing to deal him if a veteran wide receiver is part of the return, per Matt Mayoko of NBC Sports Bay Area. So that was the first of it. Then we got the timeline laid out here because we've been gone for a while, so a lot has happened between Brandon Ayuk and the rest of the league. So Mayoko mentions that the Browns and Amari Cooper as a possible exception, and along with the Patriots and Kendrick Bourne, though the latter wouldn't come anywhere close to making up for the loss of Ayuk. So then, at that point, Ayuk remained a hold-in at 49ers training camp, limited to attending meetings and watching practices. Then, the 49ers negotiated the frameworks of a trade to send Brandon Ayuk to the Browns and to the Patriots, involving Amari Cooper and Kendrick Bourne, and it was up to Ayuk to accept those terms. Then the Steelers declined to meet San Francisco's demands, and the Commanders had removed themselves from consideration. The Steelers and the 49ers have since re-engaged and re-disengaged in trade talks, and then re-engaged since this has all happened regarding a potential deal for the Ayuk.
Sounds like they're having intercourse.
Since Ayuk in the past week. Then the Browns and the 49ers agreed to send Brandon Ayuk to Cleveland in exchange for Amari Cooper with a 2nd and a 5th round pick also, but Ayuk said no to the trade. Then the Patriots dropped from consideration for the Ayuk sweepstakes because the Patriots had reportedly had a trade agreement in place with the 49ers and a large contract offer for Brandon Ayuk on the table, but ultimately Ayuk showed no interest in signing with them. Yeah, that makes sense.
The 49ers then have now made a renewed effort in recent days to strike a long-term deal with Brandon Ayuk. And NFL Network Insider, this is the most up-to-date because this had happened yesterday. So Ian Rappaport from NFL Network said that the Steelers and the 49ers have agreed upon parameters for a trade that would send Ayuk to Pittsburgh, per sources. But Ayuk also has a long-term contract offer from the 49ers, who have actively tried to keep him if he wants to stay in San Francisco. And the 49ers and Brandon Ayuk are not far apart on a contract extension, which is why San Francisco hasn't traded him to Pittsburgh yet. So it's anybody's guess what could happen now, but it looks like it's finally down to between the 49ers and the Pittsburgh for what team Brandon Ayuk is going to be on.
I think he's going to end up on the 49ers.
I think he wants to reunite with his father.
I also think there's been too much noise on the 49ers that I think Brandon Ayuk is gone. I think now it just came out today that Brandon Ayuk showed up to the 49ers practice in 49ers gear, but he's been sitting out all offseason, so he's missed like a big chunk of the offseason.
He's due for an injury.
I bet the 49ers are tired of him, and I think Brandon Ayuk is going to be a Steeler is my prediction.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
And I really hope that we see that because I would love to see Brandon Ayuk not on a Shanahan offense so we can see how good he really is. Because everybody thinks he's the top 10 wide receiver, and I mean I get that. I'm out of the ordinary because I think Brandon Ayuk he's definitely a top 30 wide receiver. But I don't think he's top 10, and I want to see him go on a different team. Like Cletus wants to see Mahomes go somewhere else and prove it somewhere else. I want to see Brandon Ayuk go to a different team. That is not the 49ers Shanahan offense and prove it. So I hope he goes to the Steelers.
I don't think we're going to be able to find this video of Justin Jefferson.
Oh, really?
I've been searching. I can't find it.
Was it Justin Jefferson even?
I thought it
Yeah.
was.
It was, but he made that one hell of a catch to give him a field goal range. I think it was against
I think that's what I'm pretty sure it was that catch.
It was like one hell. Like he jumped.
Chris, what do you think is going to happen with Ayuk?
I think if they wanted him gone, he would already be gone at this point. Because I thought I saw that the Steelers' offers on the table and the Niners are like okay with it, and now it's just up to Ayuk. I think. So here's the deal.
Here's the deal, folks.
Yeah. Let me find my train of thought here.
You're just like Joe.
So I think Ayuk, through all this, I think Ayuk and the 49ers both had emotions. Because Ayuk obviously wants to stay in San Francisco because that's somewhat the area he's from. He's grew up in that area, played at Arizona State. So he didn't want to go to the Patriots because they suck. He doesn't really want to go to the Steelers. He was just mad because he was just kind of proving that he can get offers elsewhere. Oh, yeah, that's a good one, too. He was just proving he can get offers elsewhere to show up the team like, yeah, I'm worth that much money. But really, he wants to stay in San Francisco because all those emotions. And he is still really young, so he's immature yet. Mm-hmm. And he's just trying to get the most money he can, even though he knows where he wants to be, and the Niners know that they want him there. But obviously, the Niners aren't going to budge because they have the leverage here. So,
Yeah,
What if he's thinking about family?
then he would stay in San Francisco.
I don't
No.
think he's married, so it doesn't matter.
He wants to see his father.
I think Shanahan.
Mike Tomlin.
Yeah.
I think Shanahan
Daddy.
understands that he can create offense with anybody, which is why he drafted Ricky Pearsall and the.
Then why even
Jacob
offer them?
Cowan.
Why even offer Ayuk a contract extension then?
Well, that's why they're not offering him.
They did. They offered him over $20 million.
Yeah, over 20. Yeah, but that's not even top 5.
But if
wide
you can
receiver
create
money.
on offense anywhere, why wouldn't you just keep drafting rookies every 4 years?
That's what he already drafted rookies.
Yeah, but like, why would you even waste money, cap space on?
I don't think they're wasting that much money. I don't think that's why Ayuk's been so upset because the highest that I've heard is $28 million, and Ayuk's like, no, I'm like Amon-Ra.
Hold
I'm
on.
like Justin
My
Jefferson.
point is,
Yep.
why would you waste if you can create offense anywhere, no matter who you have? Then why would you waste $28 million on Ayuk, where you can spend it on somewhere other position?
Well, I don't think they're budging with that. I mean, yeah, $28 million is a lot.
You could get two other good defensive players.
I mean, but I can see what if they did offer him this $28 million. I mean, he does already know the system. The 49ers are in a winning window. So, I mean, I can see not wanting to just hit the restart button with those rookie wide receivers. So, I mean, I can understand. But, I wouldn't pay him any more than $28 million. I wouldn't pay him 28. I'd probably pay him 25, 24.
23.
But he wouldn't accept that, and he would go elsewhere. So, I don't know. So, what do you think he's doing, Isaac?
I have no clue what Brandon Ayuk's doing. I really don't have an opinion. I think all these wide receivers are divas, and if I was any GM, I would just every year I draft 1 or 2 receivers and just replenish them, and as soon as their rookie contract's up, let them walk. Have 4 or 5 B players.
I don't know. That scares me. Wide receiver is one of the most important positions.
Yeah, but the article I sent you guys today,
Yeah.
it shows the gap between, I'd rather have a top-end quarterback because the number 1 quarterback in Mahomes and number 15 quarterback, say it's Kirk Cousins, there's a big gap there. The number 1 receiver in the league, say Ayuk, top 5, to all the way down to Mike Evans is the top 15 receiver.
Mm-hmm.
That's not that big of a gap.
Yeah, the gap, I guess. If you have Justin Jefferson and Tyreek Hill, that's it.
Yeah, but those two are okay. Those are
Outliers.
Who's number 4 receiver? Amon-Ra? What's the difference between Amon-Ra and Mike Evans?
Actually, probably CeeDee Lamb or Jamar Chase.
They're better.
Yeah.
But are they significantly better?
Yeah, I guess if I was building a team, I would.
There's only so much money to spend. You know what I'm saying?
I would want to get. You got to have the right offensive system, obviously. Give me the guy who cleans Kyle Shanahan's toilets. He probably sticks around the Shanahan system enough.
I mean, yeah, I agree.
He's my offensive coordinator.
But there's certain spots I want to pay people. A left tackle,
Yeah.
a quarterback,
Yeah.
a pass rusher,
Corners.
a corner, and then a weapon.
Yeah.
But you already have Debo. You
Yeah,
have George Kittle. You have CMC.
Yeah.
I think you have enough weapons to win. If Ayuk wants to walk, let him walk.
I completely agree with you.
I think
Let him
Ayuk
walk.
is what opens up the other weapons, though.
I don't think so.
Because Ayuk's average yards per catch was high 9s, I think.
Why would you
Or
win this?
no.
That's his role.
Low, yeah, exactly.
Because Debo takes you underneath stuff.
Yeah, and Kittle. But without
Kittle kinda does it all.
Without Ayuk opening that up, then it
So-
wouldn't all work.
I think Ricky could do that. Is what I'm saying.
I think so,
The
too.
49ers are in a bad spot almost. Because are you willing to give Ayuk a 4 or 5 year deal to keep your Super Bowl window open for this year? But then you're not
Cap hell, but you're going to be in cap hell soon because you have to pay Purdy. You're going to be paying Ayuk. You're going to be paying CMC, and you got to figure out your left tackle because Trent Williams is getting old.
Yep.
So or you take a dip this year, you let Ayuk walk, and I think by next year, one of these rookies will be good enough to take the top off the offense, and you have 1 or 2 years with the last years of Kittle, CMC, and Debo. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think I'd let Ayuk walk
I completely agree with you.
and get 2 picks for him and call it a day.
Yeah. Because I heard about a trade offer. I don't know if this was the official Steelers offer, but they were talking Highsmith and a second or something for Ayuk.
I saw Highsmith a second and a fifth.
If I'm the Steelers, I'm shipping off Highsmith to bring in. Now, I know that I just trashed Ayuk on the 49ers, but Ayuk on the Steelers is he's gold.
There's more of a need. The Steelers
Yes.
don't need a pass rusher. They
Like-
draft pass rushers like Cletus drinks alcohol.
Very well.
And the Niners don't need Ayuk as bad as the Steelers need Ayuk.
Yes, I agree.
There's a different everyone has needs in this world. That's what the Jets are so stupid. They need Hassan Reddick,
Yeah.
and they're just letting him walk out the door. The Niners don't need Ayuk.
No,
I think they can win the division without Ayuk.
I agree.
The Steelers need Ayuk a lot more than they need Highsmith.
And I think Highsmith is a kind of a product of T.J. Watt on the other side, and I think that Nick Herbig could come in and do the same thing. But at the same time, the other side of the coin, Highsmith would be one of the best pass rushers. Well, he'd be the number 2 to Nick Bosa, be doing the same thing. So that's effective on the Steelers, so it would work on the 49ers as well. So I don't know. I hope Ayuk goes to the Steelers just for a change of scenery, and I'm tired of hearing about his ass. So.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else on Ayuk?
I think he's staying with 49ers.
I don't care. He can fall off a cliff tomorrow, and I wouldn't care.
So the Patriots have been eyeing trades for CeeDee Lamb, T. Higgins, and Cortland Sutton to fill roster gaps for 2024 NFL season, and the Patriots still have $45 million in cap space for 2024.
So dumb.
There's no way any of those guys are going to the Patriots.
No.
People are in cap hell. Meanwhile, New England can't get people to come there in order to pay them.
And they're like, we will pay you double what you're worth. Please come here. We will
Hell
front load
no.
your we'll make it fully guaranteed.
So Jets cornerback Sauce Gardner is eyeing a record $30 million contract extension with the New York Jets, which would be on par with Tyreek Hill's deal with the Dolphins, but as a corner. So
How many years? Is this year 3 for him?
Yes.
this will be year 3, yeah.
They pick up he's first rounder. They pick up his 5th year option.
As they should.
$30 mil for a corner.
He still has 2 years. He should not be asking for a contract yet. He has to play his year 3 he's been in the league for full 2 years, 2 full years, right?
Yeah.
So he has year 3, year 4, and then he can ask for a contract. He's asking for a contract way too early.
Do not pay him.
This is just
Who else
showing
they
you
gonna
how
pay,
sassy
Carson?
he's
They gotta
got
pay
to be.
someone.
Corners are so volatile.
I don't know. His first 2 years in the league, he's been the best corner in the league both years.
Yeah, but that could change real quick.
You're right. I know.
That's the way corners
They're
are.
good when they're young. They're
I
pretty much
agree, Carson.
only
Who
ever
else?
good as
So
rookies.
you have to pay Garrett Wilson,
Yeah.
Brees
CJ.
Hall,
Yeah.
and Gardner and Sauce.
Yeah.
On the defensive side of the ball, C.J. Mosley's like 35 or something.
Yeah, he's old. Rogers will be gone. Mosley will be gone.
DJ Reed, the other corner, is good.
He's
Quincy
he's not gonna need
Williams.
$30 million a year.
Did Quentin Williams just get paid? I can't remember.
He just got
I think he
paid.
just like reset the market. But I don't blame Sauce Gardner for starting this barking now because he has been the best corner in the league the first 2 years. So start talking. Get me my money. So as Isaac touched on earlier, more about the Jets. Their new edge rusher, Hassan Reddick, has requested a trade amid his contract dispute with the team. The Eagles just traded Reddick to the Jets in April.
Well, I don't blame Reddick for this.
Yeah.
He sees one. He's like, I want a new deal.
Yeah.
and they
And
were
I
like,
told you,
we'll
the
get
Jets,
it to you.
Yeah, the Jets are like, oh, we'll trade for you. And
I thought you meant new deal as in, like, new place. You're a little bit more north now. This is a pretty good deal.
you're literally 1 hour north of where you were. Like,
Our food here is pretty cheap. It was a pretty good deal. Cars.
Actually, everything's really expensive here. You're in the city.
but you get to keep your house in Philadelphia. You just drive up an hour every
Yeah.
day or
Yeah.
ride the train.
Yeah. Yep. Well, Giants wide receiver Jalen Hyatt has been getting more first-team reps than Darius Slayton during training camp.
I like Slayton a lot too.
Slayton's ass.
Well,
Slayton's been Daniel Jones' number 1 wide receiver for as long as Daniel Jones has been there, which is
where was
really
Slayton
sad.
before?
And that's
this?
also
Detroit?
Daniel Jones.
He was always Giants.
He had a good year one of those years.
Yeah, one of those years. Probably topped out about 800 yards. But,
Yeah.
I like Slayton a lot.
Look-
Mainly I like his name, Darius Slayton.
yeah, he sounds like a stud.
Both these guys are just guys.
Yeah.
But I like his name.
Yeah, he
Jalen
doesn't
Hyatt's
name.
fast. He could be a 100
Yeah,
meter
he's fast.
rusher. Here's a good wide receiver. Jaguars wide receiver Parker Washington has impressed.
Penn State?
Yeah, he's
I
impressed
wanna
in his
clear
second
this
NFL camp. He may rise in the Jaguars depth chart, according to Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, he's
That's
a
one hell of
reporter.
Yeah, he's a reporter.
He gave up his NFL quarterbacking career to
He's
become a
getting
reporter.
paid $55 million a year to hold a mic on the sidelines.
Probably a good decision.
It's a shame that he'll never be wide receiver 1.
He should definitely
No.
be wide
Christian
receiver
Kirk.
3. He should take over for Gabe Davis, though.
Nah.
I
Yeah.
think he should. Here's another. But here's an ass wide receiver situation. Steelers wide receiver Van Jefferson has taken most of the first team reps in 2 wide formations during training camp.
Pretty sure Van Jefferson has a Super Bowl ring,
Yeah, he didn't do anything for that.
but he still has it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
why he's getting first team reps.
Yeah,
John Wolford also has a Super Bowl
he
ring.
does.
Yeah, Van Jefferson. If Van Jefferson goes into the year as the Steelers wide receiver 2, the Steelers have problems.
So is Kadarius Toney.
Does this
What?
mean?
Has a Super Bowl ring.
So is Juju Smith-Schuster.
He earned that.
Hold on. Does this mean that it's good for picking stock or bad for picking stock?
Well, Pickens could get some, not double teams, but he'll get.
The coverage will shift to him.
He's obviously going to get the best corner. He's going to get the most attention in the secondary. So
Until
he's
Ayuk
probably
shows
going
up.
to get the only attention because Van Jefferson's probably going to drop it.
Well, Van Jefferson's fast.
Yeah, but I've seen so many highlights, well, low lights of his drops.
Calvin Austin's also fast.
Yeah,
I mean-
but he's also 5'8".
with
Doesn't matter when you have 10 yards separation.
this isn't the Packers.
Yeah.
Whenever in Arthur Smith's offense in 2019-2020 with the Titans,
A.J.
he had
Brown.
A.J. Brown. So I think obviously A.J. Brown and George Pickens are kind of similar wide receivers, big, strong, deep threat, vertical threat guys. Now their number 2 receiver on that team, Corey Davis, got like 900 yards a year. Who the hell is going to be the Corey Davis? Because if there's no way Van Jefferson is going to be the Corey Davis of this team.
I think it was supposed to be Roman Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now he's sitting until possibly week 1, which is not ideal.
Yeah.
So this Steelers offense could get off to a slow start, is what I'm saying.
They're in trouble.
They got Muth.
They had Justin Fields that could run around a lot. And then they actually might have to start Justin Fields to get the first downs.
put him into like some wildcat formation.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be nausea. I know that.
He's gonna start being played as a Taysom Hill.
You know, I saw a play where he was
I'd
out
actually
wide
like
and Russell
that.
Wilson threw him a touchdown.
Really?
They were just messing around before practice, but yeah.
No, that was a
close.
real
The
real
Chiefs
rep.
do that and it works. Get some Super Bowls.
Yeah,
Carson,
and attention.
Spread false rumors. That was a real rep on first team.
It was a real rep on first team with no lineman or no one else on the field.
Vikings.
Well, I mean, one of those two quarterbacks are first team, so
They could both be first team if he's a starting
that's
receiver.
true.
if they put Justin Fields
You
or
guys want to see
running back.
Jalen Rieger?
No.
No.
Vikings wide receiver
I
Jalen
think Jalen
Naylor.
Reagor.
Yeah, I think he's a third-year guy. He's emerging as the favorite for the wide receiver slot, and he's
Earning Sam Darnold's respect.
Too bad he's getting injured.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of injured, Jordan Addison just got injured.
Yeah.
It's
He
not
also
serious,
just got a
but-
DUI.
Yeah.
Not different times. He
Yeah.
didn't get injured at the
Booyah!
Oh,
Speaking of injured, the Cowboys' ego.
speaking of injured, Mark Andrews was in a car accident.
Was he?
Not booyah.
Said he'd be back at practice in a couple days.
Is it Isaiah Likely time?
No, he's just gonna be a couple days and he'll be back.
play Isaiah.
And by those couple days, I think they just meant he had to take care of like insurance policy.
Oh, probably. It's like one of those things
Just
where
have
like you
double
get
check.
out, you're like, give me your insurance card.
Yeah.
Like neither one of them had to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Is he dumb? He could just
Yeah.
go like a good name.
Cowboys running back Rico Dowdle is on track for a roster spot and could even be considered the favorite to lead Dallas in rushing this year, according to John Machota of The Athletic.
I rest my case. If CD holds out, the Cowboys are winning, what did I say, 5 games?
Yeah.
5 games.
I'm telling you, Micah Parsons.
They
is a
have
running back.
no weapons.
Cletus is the only one who had them maybe making the playoffs.
They're
Yeah,
all
it was a
in.
maybe.
Brandon Cooks is their best receiver right now.
I've got him in fantasy.
I
Cody's
traded
got him in
him.
fantasy.
I gave him to you.
He should actually be good for
I thought I
fantasy.
traded
this
him to
year.
Cody.
You did. I got drafted in the redraft league. Cody has him in Dynasty.
I would say Brandon Cooks is all right, but he should not be a number 1 receiver.
If CD keeps holding out, Brandon Aubrey's their best player right now. Best
Probably.
offensive
Kicker?
player.
Oh, yeah. He's pretty good.
He actually is a good kicker.
Yeah.
I saw Brandon Aubrey miss practice.
The
other day
Packers
for
should
the birth of
offer
his
him
son,
Bo
the
Melton
birth
for
of his
Brandon
kid.
Aubrey.
What?
They should offer Bo Melton for Brandon Aubrey.
Brandon Aubrey, that asshole's been holding out because he just had a kid.
What a dick.
Actually, I'll tell you what.
Missed practice yesterday.
We'll throw in both kickers and
Bo Melton?
I gotta give someone better than Bo Melton.
Why don't NFL teams trade kickers?
Don't
That would be
take
No, we're not gonna take Dontavian Wicks.
NFL teams need to trade kickers. That would be
We'll
exciting.
give you Sammy Torre
Samori.
and Bo Melton and the 2 kickers for Brandon Aubrey.
What the Packers actually should do is try to trade for a kicker from a team that has no shot of making the playoffs.
Like, they should get Anders. No, they should get Daniel Carlson.
Yes.
Anders' older brother for Vegas.
See, they need to trade kickers. Why don't NFL teams?
Or
do
is
that?
Will Lutz still in New Orleans?
No, he followed John Payton to the Broncos.
Who's in New Orleans? They have no chance of winning.
Blake Group. He's like 5'8" and
All
like
right.
150 pounds.
I'm trying to think of-
Jorginho?
Yeah.
But hey, Dallas, play Deuce Vaughn. He's actually good.
Yeah, I like Deuce Vaughn a lot.
Yeah.
But mine's only like 5'6".
5'5", 180 pounds.
He's a stallion.
Yeah.
Ain't with TCU.
That's a lot of weight for how short he is.
Reminds me
Yeah.
of Blake Corum.
Yeah, name reminds.
Deuce
he's-
Vaughn's actually good.
Blake-
I just mean size-wise.
Oh, no, Deuce Vaughn is... No, Blake Corum towers
Blake
over Deuce
Corum,
Vaughn.
yeah.
It's like 4 inches.
Blake Corum's also
Runs short and
guaranteed
stocky.
running back 1.
Not to say. Giants' 5th-round rookie running back Tyrone Tracy is leading the training camp battle to be the Giants' number 2 running back behind Devin Singletary, which should push second-year running back Eric Gray to 3rd on the depth chart.
Womp womp.
Womp womp. Commanders head coach Dan Quinn said that second-round rookie cornerback Mike Sanderstill is settling in as the Commanders' top slot corner, which
It's good to hear.
Yeah.
That's
he
what we
deserves
wanted
it.
him to play.
Yeah, that's good. He's good at that. Colts are one of multiple teams pursuing free agent safety Justin Simmons.
He's a dog.
When they say one of multiple teams pursuing, I thought nobody wanted all these safeties and corners that are old and washed up.
No, everybody
free
wants them.
agents. Oh,
I mean injuries are happening now.
Oh yeah, the way it seemed originally was we got Justin Simmons out here, we
Kevin
got
Byard.
Kareem Jackson, Kevin Byard, all these washed up guys. They're they're there. I don't know, whatever.
Andre Diggs.
Whatever things, yeah.
They had one good year, maybe half a good year.
Yeah.
Yeah, all these teams are just, now that training camp's settling in, they're seeing damn, our secondary is ass.
Let's go pick up some more ass.
Yeah.
Pick up some older ass. Old saggy ass.
Zach Wilson knows all about it.
You know what? These girls I'm with right now aren't very good. I'm going to go for MILFs.
Some Kenny Pickett news.
Oh,
His
love it.
position on the Eagles depth chart is being threatened by Tanner McKee. He's growing synergy with the team. Tanner McKee is a 2023 6th-round pick, and he has steadily developed chemistry with his receivers.
Stanford.
Stanford.
I think I say Samford. He looks like a Samford guy.
No, Stanford. While Pickett struggles to familiarize himself with the new team and its dynamic, Pickett's probably there complaining that he's not starting.
I don't know. I could ask. I have sources
I
close
wish
to Kenny
Mink,
Pickett.
I wish Mink was here today.
Wow.
How about Kenny Pickett?
Yeah, just because he liked Kenny Pickett.
He
But
does like
I think it was because he was only on the Steelers.
Oh, shit.
And he went to Pitt.
Yeah.
Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice is likely to play Week 1 despite pending offseason legal issues because suspensions usually don't happen until the legal proceedings wrap up. So, like Alvin Kamara, after he punched that guy in Las Vegas for the Pro Bowl, his suspension didn't come till like a year later. So that's probably what's going to happen with Rashee Rice. And
I
Rashee
told you
Rice
he's
didn't
playing
hit
Week 1.
anybody. Yeah, and Rashee Rice was just street racing. I don't think he hit anybody.
He didn't pull Henry Ruggs.
Yeah, nobody died.
Yeah.
Vikings tight end T.J. Hawkinson, who suffered a knee injury. Didn't he tear his ACL?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
He tore his ACL. He isn't likely to be ready for Week 1 and could miss anywhere from 3 to 7 regular season games.
Let's go Jalen Naylor.
Let's go J.J. McCarthy.
Is Johnny Munt there?
I don't know.
Isn't that Weil guy there?
Will Disley?
Wiley? Josh Wiley? No, he's on the Titans.
Wiley Coyote?
I actually don't know who's going to be there. Man, he might be the tight end.
Alrighty. Well, you do that. I'm going to talk about Titans quarterback Will Levis has partnered with Hellman to launch a unique scent named Will Levis number 8.
I saw it's a mayonnaise scent.
It is a mayonnaise
Yes, it is.
scent.
Well, I need to talk about Will Levis right now.
Yeah.
So let me give you guys some background. And if you haven't listened to anything all year, you guys will laugh at this. So last year we're in this Dynasty League. So for you who don't know who Dynasty League is, it's you draft players at the beginning, like say 2021, then you keep them forever, so you trade them or cut them or they die or whatever they do.
It's like your real GM.
Yeah. So I had this guy named Ryan Tannehill, who's currently not on an NFL roster, and I sat beside my good friend Luke Scott and said, "Hey Luke, I tell you what you need. You need a veteran quarterback on your team to bring your team together. I'm gonna give you Ryan Tannehill for a first-round pick."
Now, Ryan Tannehill was still starting last season.
He was starting. And then everyone got real mad. Remember Tyler got real pissed and threw everything and said, F this, F that, and stormed off. So I was sitting there next to Scoots again this year, and I was thinking, you know what? Scoots looked at me like, I need a quarterback. I was like, go no farther, Luke. I got a guy for you. I was like, I'm going to give you Will Levis for your first-round pick next year. So at the time, I didn't think about it, but I essentially gave him 2 terrible Titans quarterbacks.
Hey.
Actually, I believe in Will Levis, kind of.
Yeah.
For 2 first-rounders. So shout out to Luke Scott.
The worst part about this is the viewers need to understand that this Luke Scott first-round pick
It's going to be a top 5 pick.
It's locked in for a top 5, most
It'll be
likely going
number
to be
1.
1 or 2.
Yep, it could be. It could be a top 3 pick.
And the other pick is
The other pick
I
was
have now.
Well,
Gino.
yeah. Well, the pick that I got for Tannehill was a 5th overall pick, I think.
Yeah.
So
No, 4th.
it was 4th
It was
overall.
4th.
It's going to be like the Falcons, how they somehow get the number 8 pick every single year.
Yep, I always get Luke's pick.
No, Isaac's pick is probably going to be higher than 4 this year now.
Well,
My pick?
No, well, your newly acquired
Oh,
pick.
my newly acquired. I was like, my pick will not be higher than 8.
Luke's team.
I'm not exactly a Will Levis believer either, but I kind of have to root for him because he is my QB1 in the Yahoo League this year. I got Will Levis, Derek Carr, and Jacoby Brissett, baby.
I actually like Levis. I think he has a chance, but
Hey, he's got an arm on him. He's got that.
I'll
Anthony
take a top
Richardson
4
arm.
pick for him.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. You guys need to go. They came out with a little 40-second commercial for this Hellman's cologne. It's hilarious. It's at the end. It says "Parfum de mayonnaise," but figured that was a good way to close out the show.
Does anybody actually buy this mayonnaise-scented garbage?
Yeah, Cletus did.
What?
scented garbage? What do you mean? They make other stuff?
It's mayonnaise-scented cologne.
Yeah. I mean,
Who would
they
buy
saying
that?
Oh, I don't know.
It's a gag gift.
I guess.
Yeah. Parfum de mayonnaise.
I'll buy it for you, Crop.
I would probably.
Wear it out to the
Great.
club.
I'll
If
take
you,
it.
if
Probably
you
put
get
it on your
laid
sandwich.
wearing that out to the club, we give you $1,000.
Really?
How about that's the bet for Sleeper League? You have to wear that perfume on a date.
I wonder how like strong it is. Like how many spritzes do you need of that?
At least
Like,
3.
You think?
Yep.
Would the smell last? Like
I
in a
hope not.
crowded bar, I think you need like you need to like
You just reek of mayonnaise.
whenever it gets sweaty, it's like sweat and mayonnaise. B.O. and
Oh,
mayonnaise.
God. You need to do like the middle school kid with the axe in the locker room.
You got the vodka sweats mixed with mayonnaise.
Oh yeah, baby.
I'm gonna go puke now.
Well, I think that's all. Next week we got bold predictions. So I'll just say this now: I need everybody to come up with 3 bold predictions. It can't be something that you said today.
What?
So like,
Cowboys winning 5 games is bold no matter what.
yeah, we already said it today. These
Womp.
predictions.
Womp.
These 3 predictions that you're coming up with, they can be
So
about
like Cletus is gonna get laid. That's a bold prediction.
No, they gotta be
Pretty
Or unrealistic. My bad.
Yeah.
They so it's got to be either player stats. It can be about fantasy. It can be about team records that they didn't mention today. This can be about like maybe you think the Panthers are going to win the Super Bowl this year. So it can be player stats, team stats, even if you want fantasy ranking, not fantasy finishes, whatever you want.
Okay.
But everybody's coming up with 3. We'll give you our 3 bold predictions for the season next week. So.
Thanks for watching.
Wait. Oh, because this is the closing ceremony of our episode.
Oh.
One more verse.
Yeah.